Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Danfonce Talks Metal. I swear I will never say this name right because I switched it from DeFonce Talks Metal to Danfonce Talks Metal. So anyway, I have the guys from Psychostick with me today. Obviously, we're missing a couple guys. Josh is on his way back from Texas at the moment, driving, has some car
Yep.
troubles. Maddie is being a bad friend and he has not showed up yet to the studio. But we have Rob and Alex here, and that's really all that matters, in my opinion. So, guys,
That's right.
that's
Probably
right.
right. That sounds right to me.
You got half the band, dude. That's good enough,
It's
right?
like the most responsible ones, I think. Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, that's debatable.
That's a debatable one, right?
I mean, Alex definitely not. I don't know.
Not me. No,
Not you. No,
no.
you don't think so.
uh,
You wrote a book, though.
yeah,
Does that
he was
make you
responsible enough to
kinda-
write a book.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
something.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway,
Yeah.
stoked to have you guys here. You know,
Well, thanks for having us. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
man. I had Alex early on, like we were saying before we started this. That had to be like one of the first 10 episodes I had Alex on. So if
Yeah,
anyone
that was
here,
last year.
yeah, if anyone here didn't see it, you can go back and find it. It's definitely one of the first 10. So
I'm pretty sure that we said a few incriminating things, so you can go hunt
Maybe.
them down and
maybe
see
we
if you want to destroy us.
destroy us. I'm 63 episodes in now, which is crazy. I'm trying to figure out what to do for my 69th episode. I probably should have waited to have you guys on for that one.
Just skip it. Just go to 70.
Yeah, just skip 69.
yeah, that would be wise. Just all the other, because your chat the whole time
Mm.
you're on your 69th episode, they're going to be typing nice
Nice.
the
Yeah.
entire time. So,
Noise.
aren't you guys? I could see you. Anyway,
But
so
yeah.
what's new, man? What's shaking?
Oh, dude, booking shows again. I think we're gonna hopefully have you guys play some shows next year. That's like the plan.
Nah,
Maybe.
pass.
No. I mean, why? Right? You can play on Twitch.
No, I like I like the
No.
idea of having two different types of shows. We have our stream show and we have our spicy vanilla live show, which we do
Yes.
at regular venues and whatever. Are there any venues left, or did they all get eaten up?
No, there's a good amount left. There's
Okay,
definitely a
that's
few.
good then.
There's probably like I could be wrong. There's probably like at least 10 that went away, which really sucks.
I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say there's like 10 in the world left. I'm like, well,
Imagine that. And you're just sitting there like, where have I been? How did I
Well, if
just
you-
find
if
this
you-
out?
If you go to our tour history and you start from the very beginning,
man.
probably the first 70% of those shows, like all those venues are gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
dude,
they're
they're
if you can keep a
gone.
venue open for more than like 5 years, you're badass.
Yeah, you have a lot of
So,
balls, or I don't know, but if you can, that's incredible. There's
yeah.
been so many venues that have shut down over the years. Like I've been booking tours for 15 years now, and
Wow.
if I went back to like the tours that I booked in the first, 5 years, probably majority of those venues are not around.
yeah, that's about right.
Probably 95% of them are just gone. And excuse me, and a lot. I mean, dude, even back then, I was booking tours. I mean, you could tour in the States for like 2 months straight if you wanted to, because there were so many places to play. But now it's like very bare. It's
Yeah.
definitely more bare minimum.
So if you started
I
booking
mean,
shows
how-
15 years ago, that was around the time that we started touring as well. So it's
Was
like
it?
very close to the
Yeah.
same time. Yeah.
Damn.
It's pretty close.
Wow.
It was
So-
2006 was our first tour.
Yeah, that's when
So, around that
February
time.
2006. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, I want to book tours.
You guys beat by a few months then. We didn't start till the summer.
Oh,
So
really?
did you hit your head and like decide to book tours? Because I would not want your job. That sounds terrible to me.
Everyone says that. I don't. I don't even know, because I was just in local bands and two different ones, and for a few years, and I just like always booked our shows. Like the other guys would help out here and there and get some, but like I was like the main dude doing it, and then I had friends bands being like, hey, can you help us out? And then I would, and then I booked my two of the old bands I were in at two different times. I booked a couple tours each for us, and then I was tired of being in a band with dudes that just we could never get on the same page for the most part, and I just quit. And I was like, I'm gonna book tours. I'm gonna be an agent. I'm gonna start an agency, and then I started booking shows in New York, and then I booking tours at the same time, and then it just I nenever stopped.
You should call the company no days off.
No days off agency. I mean, that's what it feels like until we had this long ass fucking break.
Right.
Jesus. But hey, here we are now.
Yeah,
doing the
like
fucking thing.
Well, I do one of the arts behind booking tours is booking it to where the band is actually happy with the routing and the amount of days off. And
Yes.
it is always one of those interesting things is like, okay, here's a proposed routing. We'd like to hit these areas. And you're like, cool. And you come back and it's like, wait, that's way different. And it never comes together the exact way you think it does.
Yeah.
Because the stars won't align. Because you'll call venues like, yo, I got Psychostick coming in on Wednesday. Can you bring us? Like, how about Friday?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They always want Friday.
They always want Friday, dude. Always.
We can't
Saturdays.
go on Friday because in Friday they're in this other state, you know.
Can they do this day? I'm like,
so I can only imagine.
Oh yeah, you always run into that issue. And then they're like, okay, fine, we can do the Tuesday, or we can do the Monday or the Wednesday. And I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, that's just all I can fucking give you. So if you want to book it, here it is.
Not every day of the week is a weekend.
Why are these notifications all going off like crazy?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you should not be doing
Alex
that.
Loves them.
Stream Elements really fucking me today.
Dude, you know, like it's always funny when you're sitting in a room with Alex and his phone makes the noise more than once. He's like yells at his phone and like throws it across the room or throws it in a bag or something. It's really
your phone. Trying to capitalize my attention all the time. Terrible.
But anyway, how, during this whole entire break that we've had, you guys have been streaming on Twitch, which has been awesome, as much as you can, obviously.
Thank you.
It's been like what, like once a week or
yes.
Right? Once every Thursday? Every Thursday?
Every Thursday at 4 p.m. Central, we stream. This past 2 or 3 weeks, Josh has been out of town, so we can't perform as a full band.
Mm-hmm.
So we just kind of hang out and talk, kind of like we are now.
Oh, okay.
But season 4, episode 1 starts on May 20th, which is next Thursday. So we'll be back full force.
Full force, doing the thing. And how long does your season? Let me confirm that. Alex like, oh wait. I think I have something that
Please
day.
show up, Alex.
We kind of need a drummer.
Can't play drums on the iPad. Super
well. I can't do that. How long does a season go for usually?
The first one, much like our first tour, went way too long.
Yes.
Probably it goes between 9 to 12 episodes a season. So 9 to 12 weeks.
9-12 weeks, yeah.
Biggest reason we just need to take a break in between seasons, mostly because Josh's family situation. He has to go home and help out, and we want to be as accommodating to him as possible because his family and himself have been great to us. So,
yes,
we're trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, no, that's great. You have to. But do you guys see yourselves streaming any more than that? Any more than once a week, you think?
Matty likes to. He's been doing it several days.
Yeah,
a week
Matty's been.
platform.
Yeah, I know. He has his own Twitch channel, which is awesome. I've tuned in a few times, and he's obviously a great entertainer. Sometimes
we talked about doing multiple performances a week, but it's really difficult to be content creators and streamers and web developers. And Alex, he's teaching stuff. Like we have other stuff going on that we're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's difficult to we don't want to give up anybody to give up their passions and
sure
side
just
projects
to do that.
and because it affects their mental health. It's a good creative outlet. Even though the band itself is a creative outlet.
Yeah.
We need our own thing to kind of play with on the side. So mental health is very important to us. So we keep it to once a week, performance wise. Anyway, we've been talking about doing maybe a second day a week for something else.
Yeah.
But we're still in the planning phases of that. That's, and I'm not even going to promise anything. Just, but it's important that we are able to be creative in other ways outside of just, doing the show grind, because from touring, and forgive me if I get too talky here, but
you're fine,
touring, you can burn yourself out.
Oh yeah, you can
by playing too many shows.
Yeah,
which sounds weird, probably for those who haven't done anything like that, but we don't want to experience that burnout from streaming, because I know a lot of streamers who burned themselves out and
Oh yeah, dude.
boatloads of money and they were crushing it, but they had to stream 6 days a week for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
I see, a lot of, I follow a good amount of streamers, and like some that play video games, some that are like musicians and whatnot. And I'm like, and I see them on so much, and I'm like, man, how do you're just gonna like burn yourself out? Like, and I even told like friends of mine who started streaming last year, who were like streaming like, like 5-6 days a week. And I'm like, guys got to take a break,
Yeah.
I only stream
balance.
like two.
Balance is key.
Yeah, balance is key. And I only stream, 2-3 times most a week. Next week I have 3 streams, like Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I think it is. But that's mainly because I leave for New York. I'm going to visit family in New York for a couple of weeks with my girlfriend. So I was like, I had these like 3 guests who were like totally down to do it. And I was like, I really want to do these, I really want to have them on.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, hey, we need to do it before this time, before June. And I was just like, all right, fuck it. I'll just do 3 streams. But it's not a big deal.
That's fine.
Like this,
I think it's good.
Yeah.
And it's easier to do when you're by yourself too.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we have 5, sometimes six individuals that help produce this thing, and having everybody's schedules kind of, intersect at the same time is a challenge.
Yeah. So to you 4 guys, and then who else helps out?
Murph is our
right?
video director. He pretty much any music video you see on our YouTube channel, he directed at some point, except for the super early stuff.
Okay.
And sometimes we have our buddy Kooks in here. He hasn't been around for those, just mostly because of social distancing and everything. So, but he'll be back whenever things are returning to some sort of normalcy, and we'll have, because it's great to have like a guy just like, hey, go throw silly string on the guys, and get up and do it or whatever. So,
he's really good with the lighting too, just to make everything flashing all the time.
Oh, that's
really
good.
Cool with him.
So he'll help out with like the lighting and stuff,
and
throwing dumb shit here and there or whatever.
He's been building another. Kooks has been building another green screen that made out of like 2x4s and plywood and all this other stuff, and so he's been sneaking in here every now and then helping out
that's right,
where he can. So yeah, I mean, it's when we're all together again, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So
no, that's fucking rad, dude. Have you guys got your vaccine yet?
Yes.
I got my second shot last week.
Oh, you did? Yeah, same.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I felt like shit for like 2 days. Well, I mostly just had a headache. The headache just would not go away.
I had the same exact thing for like
dude.
2 to 3 days, just a really annoying little headache.
On Monday, it was. I woke up with it again, and I'm like, "Come on, dude!" And that's when I had Brian from Metal Blade on, and I'm like, "Not today!" I'm like, please. I was like, "Oh fuck it! I'm just gonna take more ibuprofen and hope for the best." But
there you go.
But after that, Tuesday, now I feel perfect.
Yeah,
protected.
Yeah, protected.
I have a little alarm set on my phone after 2 weeks. It's like, you are now immune.
Oh yeah, because
95%. Yes,
dude. I am
95% immune.
I put my vaccination card in a. I don't know. Have you guys ever been to NAM? Did you ever go to NAM?
I did once. Yeah.
You did once. How do you get?
I went once too.
You get your like name tag thing. You have to wear. I was like, I'm gonna put it in this.
That's
smart. There you go.
And then I'm gonna wear it to the airport.
Harder to lose that way. It can't just fall out of your pocket.
I'm gonna wear it to the airport like this. And it's like, vaxxed up, bitches. Get out of my way.
By the way, today is International Nurses Day. So
is it really?
Point that out and say, good job, nurses.
Dude, that's all.
Millions of lives.
My girlfriend is going to school to be a nurse as we speak.
Well, then congratulations to her.
Congratulations, babe.
You forget her name
She
for a
didn't
second.
hear me. Yeah, well, I was going to say Megan, but I'm like, I never call her Megan. You can't hear me, can you? No.
She's ignoring us.
She's just ignoring now.
Yeah,
But she just finished her semester, so she's very happy.
Awesome.
So she doesn't have to do any school for, I think, till fall.
Cool. Yeah.
I think I did forget her name. Sean.
Sean.
Because I was going to say May, but I never call her. I always like, hey, babe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just always, I'm like, should I say Megan on stream? Should I do that? But anyway, it's fucking awesome. You guys have been doing the Twitch thing. And also you've been raising money for charities, like pretty much every time, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much every week. Yeah, there was like 1 week that we didn't because that was our tube day, but that's a whole
Oh
other
yeah,
story.
yeah,
We had a big promotional stream, so we focused more on that. But aside from that one, we've been doing them strong since like last March, meaning 2020 March.
yeah. 2020 March, and
Yeah.
is it always a different chair? Like you're donating to someone else?
Usually a new one each week. We've repeated a couple, like Doctors Without Borders, because they're especially incredible. I think we did ACLU a couple times. But yeah, it's all kinds of stuff, and some of them are relevant for the week. Like right now, tomorrow and last week, we've been doing ones for India because they've been struggling so much with the COVID stuff.
I know.
So sometimes it's topical or like disaster relief or whatever. Other times we've done some science ones and things like that. So
that's really rad, man.
I vet every single one of them, make sure that they're legit, not just some
of course.
Where the CEO half of the funds or some nonsense. So
yeah, you guys have raised a lot of fucking money too. I've tuned in before a few times and I'm like, whoa.
Our fans are incredibly generous.
Yes, they are.
They
fucking very grateful.
If you're here.
Yeah, we're up to
You're
just
great.
under 75K donated.
Oh, I was about to ask that. Like, how much have you raised?
Just under 75.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So when people donate, is it them donating to you guys and then you transferring the money, or is it just them donating to like that website? Or
they donate to us and then we make the donation
and you make it
after
over
that.
Gotcha.
And then I send proof of donation to Alex, and then we post on socials. Just
yeah, you have to.
You gotta be transparent with that stuff.
Yes,
so.
It also makes people feel good. Like, oh, I donated
I did that.
And then they get to see, like, oh, we donated $1,000 something to this or that.
Exactly,
you know?
man.
They feel good later on, in addition to in the moment. So
yeah,
it's just a good.
What's really fun is when we donate to a smaller charity, and I get an email from like the founder, like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
actually,
what's up, man?
Huh?
You passed along that one. We got one from the D'Addario people because we've been endorsed with D'Addario for 11 years now.
Oh, like D'Addario strings.
D'Addario strings. I play Evans Heads and ProMark and everything, and they're a great company. But they have the D'Addario Foundation supporting music programs and things like that.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That's awesome.
I think her name was Susanna D'Addario. Sent, I guess, Rob an email after he made that the official donation on our behalf.
Yeah,
and he passed it along. I was like, I'm really proud of this. This is cool because the foundation is very small, even though the company is so large.
Yeah.
So they were like, this is so cool.
Wow, that's fucking awesome, man. It was kind of like out of the blue, like they didn't know.
I told
they never know.
Yeah,
Steve,
they never know. Yeah, you want to surprise them.
Yeah, I told Steve, he's my artist rep over there, that I was going to do that. And he was really excited, but I don't think he mentioned it to her. He just wanted to see the reaction.
Yeah.
And so he was like kind of chuckling to himself after that whole thing happened.
That's fucking awesome.
It was awesome.
So damn, a little bit under 75 grand donated in like a year.
Little over a year, yeah.
Little over a year. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's been March 2020 to now.
Till now. That's fucking awesome, man. You mentioned Tube Day. I know what Tube Day is, but maybe others don't. So how long have you guys been doing this? Because I feel like you've definitely been doing it since we've met. I know that.
Yeah, I think it started in 2013 or 2014 or something. So we had in our garage, we all made the huge mistake of living together at some point.
I remember you guys.
Yeah. Don't live with your bandmates if you can avoid it.
Just don't do it.
Anyway, we had like a bunch of extra tubes from something. I think we were sending out like limited edition
posters
or whatever. And we had like, I don't know, 50 extra tubes that we had extra.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, what are we going to do with these tubes? Oh, I don't know. And then Murph came up with this idea of Psychostick the tube, which was an April Fool's Day joke.
Yeah.
So we put 50 tubes up for sale on our store, and he made a funny video about it. I mean, you can still go watch it. It's on our YouTube channel. And I think we were selling for $5 each or something as a joke. Whatever.
Just the tube.
So we, put it up for sale and went to bed. The next morning they were sold out, like all gone. And we're like, oh, what? So I think we ordered more just to, keep it going.
Yeah,
I don't remember how many we sold that year, but then we brought it back the next year and it was crazier than the previous year. And every year it gets just so much crazier every year.
Yeah, it's become a big thing for you guys.
Yeah.
We're pretty
like
much a tube band now.
Yeah, now it's just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was mind-blowing. Like I can't wrap my head around it sometimes. Like
keeping up.
It started off as April Fool's gag, and now it's become
like a normal thing.
Holiday almost. Like
yeah.
If you're a Psychostick fan. It's
yes.
Like, Mark, I swear, this year, when I switched the tube thing live, it was at midnight on April 1st.
Okay. Yeah.
And I just watched the store for a second, and like within 2 minutes, we sold like 50 or something like that. Like it was just, people were waiting for it.
Yeah, they're like waiting till midnight to see
insane.
It on the website.
I got really into it for a second. It's like, I got to go to bed. It's 2 a.m.
yeah, you keep looking. You're like, how many more?
Watching this craziness happen. No, but it's always flattering because not only is it a fun thing for us, but our fans get something really cool and gimmicky from us, but it also supports us.
Yeah.
It helps us
big time.
With gear for the stream, it helps us pay our bills, helps us continue to do this, without having to go sit in a cubicle. So
exactly,
we're very, very appreciative of that.
I see the shirt behind you also. The Space Tube shirt.
Yeah, Space Tube.
I don't know if that's too blurry on the stream or not, but that's the official shirt for this year.
Oh my god! There. So it's like a shirt. You just you make a shirt for it, right?
Yeah,
and just throw it in the. Just love that.
We had a couple of posters, funny. a bunch of magnets, a kazoo.
Okay.
And we fill it up.
Yeah, you fill that
put
thing
a bunch
up.
Of cool shit in there. So yeah,
it's like a Christmas gift.
I put a bunch of weird stuff in there too.
Will you throw like random shit in? Different ones.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
You just like find stuff. You're like, just put that in there.
We had a big handful of twist ties and put that in one of them. So I'm really curious to see if anybody gets back. Like, why did you send me 20 twist ties?
No, that's we just put random crap in it, so it's fun.
That is fucking fun, and it's on April Fools, which is even funnier.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I don't know why it works, but it works.
It does.
We're very grateful for it.
It's your guys' thing now. That's it. So as far as like new music goes, are you guys just always writing new shit for the most part, or no?
No.
Giving it up.
You have a bunch of stuff planned out for the next album, but it's still a lot of writing that needs to happen. I mean, the stream kind of just took over everything because it had to replace touring and shows.
Yeah.
So we had to put a lot of energy into making it its own sustainable thing.
Yes.
So we kind of put production on the next album aside just a little bit, not entirely, just a little bit, so that we can kind of get this thing moving.
That makes sense.
And now that it's moving pretty well, we're turning our energies more towards finishing and stuff like that. So we have a lot of interesting plans for releases over the next couple of years. So it's in the works.
That's rad.
But we've gradually been recording things here and there too. Like I did drums for a couple songs over the last year or so, and there are different stages in the recording process. It's kind of slow going right now, especially because Josh is like the music, the sound guy, the audio guy. So with him being super busy, we're just like zero pressure, dude. Like we can put this up here, like
it's okay. Yeah,
it's gonna get done.
If you wanna stress out Josh, run up to him and say, "Hey, I have a song idea. Can we sit down and work on it right now?" And you're like, I hate you so much. Right now. And you start like,
please no. Is Josh like the one that writes a lot of the music, or how is he really?
He writes a good amount of it.
Yeah. He wrote the vast majority of the songs in the early days.
Yeah.
And then like after Sandwich, we all kind of started putting in more writing just as a group.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like, I would say he's the composer. Like if I came up to him with a demo and it had like the song structure or lyrics or whatever, he'll be like, all right, well, to make this part more impactful, I'm going to add a couple of measures of this here. And he'll do the producer thing where it makes it a little bit more interesting to listen to, which is exactly what a producer is supposed to do.
Yes.
In the music world. So
yeah,
that's pretty much his specialty.
That's
something
rad.
we're not all good at, but he is.
Yeah, he is that guy in the band. He is like the producer in a sense. And
Yeah,
he's
when I'm recording drum parts and everything, and he's like the guy at the helm, he has so much patience, and if he has an idea, he brings it to me in a really reasonable way. So he's something
that's cool.
somebody I can really work with, and I can just imagine the horrors of having like a tyrant producer. I don't think I would even want to even bother with it, even if it was a huge name. Just there's some maniac yelling at you like, "Fuck that, dude."
No, I don't. You don't want to deal with that.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
So thanks, Josh.
Yeah, thanks, Josh, for being awesome and a great
not
producer.
being a maniac.
And not being a maniac.
He's probably the most patient person you'll ever meet.
He's real patient.
Yeah.
He's a very patient guy.
Got to deal with us.
Has limits, but
he has the limits. Yeah. Everyone does, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, Marjo 2407 says the plastic parts in the table are very scary.
It's
You
so
want to make
real.
a move?
Imagine if they just you're able to make a move without touching them.
Wiggle from the bottom.
So how did you guys come up with like your whole, like, how did Maddie come up with the moose head and all that stuff? Was it just one day it was like, I'm going to make this moose head?
No, that was
go ahead.
Bill,
Or was
right?
it before?
Wasn't that Bill?
That was Bill from Green Jello, because he's like
Oh yeah.
he's like kind of a duct tape sculptor. And he'll get foam and duct tape, and he'll make puppets and all sorts of weird shit for his show.
Mm-hmm.
And he made Maddie some antlers once, because him and Maddie became pretty good buddies pretty quick. And early on, that was Maddie's first tour. And
oh really?
I mean, I had a hat, and Josh had his headband and all that stuff, and Maddie didn't have anything yet. So, and I don't know where the Moose moniker comes from exactly, but I know that it's kind of his spirit animal or something. So it became his helmet.
Maddie Moose, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a while. How long ago was that? Like that was like okay,
2010.
and that's when like Maddie joined the band, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Because before Maddie had somebody else, but has like everyone else been the same? Like you, Alex, Josh?
Yeah, the three of us have been with Psychostick since the beginning, for the most part.
Since the beginning, yeah. Was like what like was the idea for the band always how it is now, more like a comedy type of band?
It was always, we always had that in mind, because when Josh and I were in high school, which is where I met him, we loved like Metallica, Pantera,
Yep. All those.
Machine Head, all those bands, and like, but we weren't like angry goth kids or whatever, we were just goofy weirdos who played video games and watched The Simpsons, and like, man, and then he just started writing songs that were funny, and it surprisingly worked really well with like heavy riffs and aggressive, just the aggressive style that metal and hardcore is, and it just worked.
Yeah.
So it was always that the comedy part of it was always there.
It was
we never once considered like maybe we should just not. And we had some people like, "Man, have you guys tried?" No.
We were told by several people early on, like, you guys got to stop doing this funny stuff.
Really?
You're not going to get anywhere. Yeah.
Did people to tell you to change the name?
No.
Not the name, no.
Not the name.
Not the name, but they told you to stop doing the funny stuff.
Yeah.
Now, in hindsight, I would have been a little bit more picky with the name, just because Psycho is really hard to spell for like 40% of people out there.
That's true. It
so
gets misspelled a lot.
That probably hurt us in a little bit. I mean, we should have called ourselves Fart Butt or something, something really easy to spell and maybe a little bit more marketable than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the UK, they were flawless on the last tour. Every single venue in the UK got it perfect. Like they all spelled it correctly. So
shout out to them. Yeah. Good job, UK.
Psychostick. Hello. Welcome to the UK. They all talk like that, right?
I think so. All of them. Everyone.
No, I remember one of the little thing from the UK when we first went there. Our bus driver, I think his name was John, or is John. Our first show was at a place called the Garage, and he was like, "Oh, you guys playing the K-Rolls today?" Like, the what? I did not understand what you say. You gonna play the gay role? The gay role?
I would have said the same shit like the what?
Oh,
Where are we playing?
oh, you speak a dialect of English. The gay role
John was
threw
funny.
me off, man.
Dude, I love the accent. It's my favorite.
Oh, it's great.
It's so good,
It's great.
dude. Especially when it's thick like that. It's like, what are you saying to me right now? It's like
Even
even
just little nuances for how you pronounce vowels is just
Yeah.
what throws me off.
I know. Even like I always refer to like I booked that band Ingested, and they're from the UK. And when I first started working with them, I would have to tell them to like, hey, can you just like speak a little louder and a little bit slower? Like there's some things I'm not getting out of this. And then when they would get drunk, it was just like, I don't even know what you're saying to me.
Then
the
it turns into a
slurring,
Scottish dialect. It's virtually impossible.
literally impossible. I was like, what are you saying right now? And I would just like laugh a lot.
Well, the further north you go, the more Scottish it gets.
Yeah.
And that's when it starts to get really hard to understand.
Really hard.
They're
So
super
Glasgow was a
nice
lot
at
of fun.
shows, but I'm just like, all right, hold on, guys, one at a time. And
Yeah, one.
Excited Scots, like they're super cool people though.
No, they are. I love it.
Yeah, fucking Glasgow.
Glasgow. What's up, Nevi? Horse the Band, Psychostick, Necrogoblicon tour. Dude, that would be insane.
Horse the Band do anything anymore? Are they still
like? I love those guys.
They put out like didn't Horse the Band put out like a new record last year?
It was a 3-song EP.
Or
that they did. It was cool though.
Man.
It was good.
It's just when I first heard Horse the Band, I liked them. I was like,
I did too.
This,
I
it
loved
sounds like
it.
a really angry teenager just smashing on his keyboard, like, I hate my mom. You know?
Yeah, the Cutthroat song, whatever that song was called.
Yeah.
The hit.
It cracked me up. I love
Cutsman.
those guys.
Cutsman, yeah.
Oh my god, I remember when that came out, and then I saw them at like this little. It was like a bar / venue, but it was so fucking small, and it was like probably the year they came out with that record that had Cutsman on it, and
oh shit.
It was fucking wild. I mean, when that song came on, there was probably like maybe 100 people there. When that song came on, just shit hit the fan. Like every like hardcore kid was there, like every metalheads were there. Like it was just like a very mixed crowd, but everyone was having a good time. There's no fights, and it's just like I will never forget that. And it was in
that's how it's supposed to be.
It was in like Yorktown Heights, New York, which is near the city, closer to the city. But
see, that's really cool to hear because Horse the Band is like a really like crazy mixture of different styles, and just to hear that actually is represented physically with people is really cool to hear.
It is, man. And remember when they did that world tour? Do you guys remember that?
I didn't go to it, but I'm aware.
No, I didn't. Yeah, you're aware of it. They played like everywhere they could play. I mean, and they booked it all themselves.
Ugh.
They did it all themselves, and they made a documentary on it.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Good for them,
right?
That's awesome.
I know. That happened a long time ago too.
Did they like break up after that? Like, we can't even do this anymore.
I think that was like the end of it after that, and then they came back. Yeah, I probably would have quit too.
Stick your face.
Why the fuck did we do this?
Yeah.
What the fuck were we thinking?
So crazy.
They did, right? Okay, they did. Yeah, they broke up after.
But then they came back, and now they're doing stuff again.
Yeah, they came back. Like I go on their Spotify. So 2003, 2005, 2007, 2009, and then 2013. Okay, interesting, crazy. And then they put out that 3-song thing. So yeah,
I think Maddie's in the chat.
Oh, he said I'm trying.
Is he? Oh, is he gonna call in too?
I don't know. I forwarded him the.
Oh shit, he's right there. I saw him in the waiting room. Hold on, I'm gonna have to fix this all up now. Actually, what I'll do is, hold on. Start your damn video, Maddie.
There he is.
Look at this.
We got another guy.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm just gonna let's see. I can't hear you though, Maddie.
What about now?
Now, excuse me. Now we can. I'm just gonna expand this like this.
All right, we're live with Dan as he edits OBS scenes.
Hey, that's useful information these days.
See what I have to do here? All right, hold on a second. God,
I know,
damn
I'm
it.
making everything difficult.
Yeah, you are.
That's what I'm
just
best
gonna-
at. What can I say?
I'm
That's
just
why
gonna
they keep
get-
me around, right,
I'm,
guys?
I'm gonna get rid of the. Hold on. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong button. Wait, which button do I use? Oh God, no. All right, look at this. I got this. It's
Great, I can't see
okay.
it. I'm
You
sure it
don't-
looks wonderful.
You don't mess with a stream like audio visual without saying like fuck or like oh god no at least like 5 times.
This is
That's
also
how you know
true.
you're doing it right.
This is very fucking true. There we go.
You're ahead of the game. You're getting good at this.
I'm trying.
I'll tell you what. Where
Watch
am I?
this.
I'll go
No, wrong
further
one.
this way.
Yeah, that's fine.
For you.
Look at that. This is the longest TV I've ever done. It only makes
pretty
sense to be a Psychostick episode.
That's really cool.
You know what I'm
actually.
saying?
I
Like
wish I
this
had a
would
TV like
only
this.
happen
Film on
here
TV, like vertically or out?
vertically.
This is like
Or
letterbox
horizontal.
television.
It's
I
just
love it.
long, and then I gotta kind of put Alex a little bit further down, or it's gonna annoy the hell out of me. That's fine right there.
They're-
And
You don't
then
want me
Hey, Mark-
prominent right in the middle.
no, you're good.
They market it as the Samsung aspect ratio. That's the name of the television.
Look at that, perfect. Hi, Maddie.
Oh hi.
Psychostick the band is talking shit to us.
Wait, what the fuck?
So
Zoom in the
somehow
camera, Rob. Jeez.
Psychostick the Twitch channel.
Oh, he's. Wait, Maddie, are you live? Wait, who the fuck is
Yeah,
talking?
well, you know,
Who's doing?
no one else has children, so you know,
No, that's
you got to
Murph.
do what you got to do.
Murph is
Murph's here.
also logged in.
Hi, Murph.
There we go. What's up, Merv?
So
I could.
I am a
you want me
mystery.
to, you want me to leave now? I'll show up in 40 minutes. I mean, I could do that too.
no, it's fine. Whatever. It's good.
You're good.
I just had
dude.
it zoomed out for both of us. I thought you were still coming here, but no big deal, man.
No, this works
Glad you made it.
perfectly. Yeah, I'm glad
I
you're
have a bit
here.
of news for everybody.
What's that?
So I just before this stream, I saw that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff got announced, and the band Kraftwerk.
You're in. Yes.
They apparently Kraftwerk is going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wait, what
I'm
band?
very excited about that.
I've heard a
Kraftwerk.
rumor.
Why do I know?
I heard a rumor
Are
that
the
those
robots.
guys are in fact robots. Yes.
Yeah.
They're robots.
Dude.
Kraftwerk.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
They-
Why
they
have
are
I not heard of
robots.
this band? German
They're
synth
German.
band.
Yeah,
They're like,
German synth
what,
band.
They've been around for a long time.
They created synthesizers. What? Kraftwerk.
I don't know if they did that.
Oh, no,
but,
so that's what
uh,
someone
they-
said in
they
the chat.
One of the first synth bands
70s.
Ever, yeah. They were
Yeah,
around
when
They
we
before
were
kinda
any
in
of us were born.
Germany, our German bus driver brought us on the Autobahn
Wow,
to
they've
go
been-
to the festival, and he was playing this band. We're like, "What the fuck is this?" And he told us, "This is Kraftwerk.
This
You
is
must know
Kraftwerk.
about
This is
this."
Kraftwerk.
Scheiße.
We're doing like
How do you
a
spell it?
$1.20 down the Autobahn because there's like
Yeah.
seriously, it was insane.
It was awesome.
Why the fuck has it
That?
taken this long? Yeah, because
Oh,
it looks like
oh,
their
sorry.
their first record came out in 78. Is it 78?
Yeah, something like that.
74. Sorry. No.
4?
That was a remaster of a 2000 what maybe? I don't know. Spotify's can be weird.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
Rock
have
and
to-
Roll Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
We have to how many more millions of albums do we have to sell to get in there?
Yeah, what do you guys have to do to get qualified?
Because we're not even close.
I think it's 30 years. You have to be making 30 years worth of music continuously, which we're actually not that far from.
Yeah, you're really you're halfway there, right?
Yeah.
And you have to have some sort of influence, I guess. They vote. It's just like the Grammys or anything else, dude, or the Academy.
like a
They
vote,
vote
yeah.
on it.
So we need to start
and-
saving and bribe them is probably what needs
Yeah.
to happen.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's not. It's not happening.
Okay.
I need to
Not
start
anytime soon.
set up a donation.
You ready,
I just want the bragging rights. I don't care.
Rob? You ready to sign to a major label?
Is the band
Oh, you have
staying
to do that?
independent?
Is that part of the checklist?
Yeah.
You have to be signed to a
Yeah.
major label.
Oh, I
Okay.
don't know.
much, yeah.
Probably.
Never mind.
It would make sense, right?
No, we're definitely indie. I'm
Yeah.
not impressed by record label contracts that are like 55 pages long. Like,
Come on.
Especially like a major.
Come on, Alex. It's only 7 records.
Now, what happens if they're
Only
like,
a 7
hey,
record.
hey guys,
Dude,
here's $1
what-
million. You just will never get royalties, but here's $1 million. Would you take it?
No.
I mean,
No.
let's see you make the
No, because that
offer.
would run out really quick.
Untaxed $1 million.
Yeah, if they pay the taxes. on
They
it.
pay the tax
That-
on it.
That would still be, I mean, do the math, right? If you split that between the five of us, that would be 200,000 for how long? A 7-record deal. So
Yeah.
it's 200,000 divided by 7.
Yeah, it would not make
You
sense.
know, like a little less than 30K.
Yeah.
You think
That's barely a livable wage anyway. So
well, Alex, you told me about Chevelle. They just finished their 10-album deal with Sony.
Yeah.
10-album
And
deal they had with
They
Sony.
sold 6 million copies over their entire career, and they didn't get paid a dime.
Not once were they paid for 6 million copies sold.
Wow.
That's
what
why
we're
we don't
talking
sign
about.
to majors, because
That's
they'll just shake it dry.
insane.
You get the
And a lot-
publicity, you get the tours, you get all this other stuff, but you don't get paid.
And
They own everything.
And a lot of the times, like bands that do go to majors, they'll get dropped, and then they'll just go back to like the previous label they were on, or they're not a band anymore. But it has happened.
Yeah.
Like even like when I had Brian from Metal Blade on, he was saying that like, yeah, you know, we had a couple bands that went to majors and they come right back. I'm like, yeah, that's usually the case. I
That makes
remember when like
sense.
Poison the Well went to a major. They went to like Atlantic, and
That's
then
right, they did.
yeah, for like one record or
I think it
two.
was Jupiter, wasn't it? The album Jupiter?
Was it?
I
I don't know. I can't fucking remember.
That's right.
But they went to Atlantic and they just, after they got dropped, because they didn't sell really, you know, as many records as Atlantic thought they were going to sell
Yeah.
or should have sold or whatever. And then they just like went back to their previous label or some shit.
it happens in sports all the time.
Yeah.
It's the tip of the major.
Can't
The
believe it.
majors in any sport is the tip of the iceberg compared to all of the minor league and semi-pro stuff that's underneath.
Mhm.
And it happens all the time where, you know, some guy will get hurt. They'll bring a guy up from the minor league team. He'll play for a week, and then they send him back down to the minor leagues to finish his career.
Wow.
And that's it. You know, like, hey, I played 3 innings in the majors once. You know,
Yeah. That's wild. Yeah. Wayfarer said,
and they still own your ass.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I
still
mean?
own
Much
you
like
at the end of the
record
day.
industry, so
oh, Poison the Well. Oh, so they had one record. It was You Come Before You was their major
Oh.
label record. I love that record too. That was like one of my favorites from them. That's crazy. That was Atlantic. Yeah.
not to mention, you know, when they give you that advance, that's supposed to hold you over for a while because
Also
then
a
they
law.
own your money.
Yeah.
You know, they
Well,
own
yeah.
royalties and stuff.
Because it's
I
not
forget
free.
Who it was?
Because it's not free money.
No.
Like you're just getting in
there-
an advance.
I want to say it was Trivium, maybe like 10 years ago, something like that, 8 or 9 years ago. I want to say it's Trivium, but don't quote me on that. The
Uh-huh.
guy was like, "Oh yeah, like here's my royalty check," and it was like 3 cents. Like a major band on the radio touring big tours. Like
It
yep.
took more money to
3
send that
cents.
to the person, to the band.
They're basically trading the monetary value of what it is from your sales for attention and ego, because they know that these bands want to be big in front of crowds and feel that rush of playing live and rocking out, bro, and then they just get screwed over because these labels are preying on their emotions
Yes,
and
in
they're
a
taking
sense.
all of their money.
Especially more so the
Super,
majors
super
too.
messed up.
Yeah, read the
It always
contract.
has been.
Read
gotta
the
read the
contract. Get a good
or just have
lawyer.
your drummer do it.
Actually, the way to do it, this is actually true. Look at the contract, go to the very last page and look at all the footnotes, because that's where they hide all the bullshit.
They hide the
So
bullshit
if
at
you're
the end
going to
of
look at a
it.
contract,
That's a good
read
trick.
the footnotes first. And if there's bullshit there, then don't even bother with the rest.
Yeah,
Just say
don't
no.
even bother. And if they don't change the things that your lawyer says to change, that you should have changed, then you just toss it.
Yeah.
Move on.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Have we trademarked, registered, or copyrighted with the Library of Congress?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What a
Good move. Thanks for
question.
doing that, Rob.
What a question.
That's a great question.
Fantastic doesn't fuck around. He's a
Dude,
musician.
You're fucking great, dude. I love that. Oh, we had a question in the chat. I have to ask this because it's you guys. Trapped or Five Finger Death Punch? This is
For what?
just in jet. Like, who do you like better?
Ugh.
Like marry, fuck, kill?
Then we need to add a third band. Who would that third band be? I don't even know. He always asks this. This dude Waspica Patrick in chat.
Like, if we had to listen to one of them, which one would it be?
Yeah,
Gross.
I guess, or see live.
Pass.
Oh, Nickelback could be the
Oh.
the other band. Mary fuck.
Yeah.
Definitely marry Nickelback.
Yeah, marry Nickelback.
Definitely
yeah.
marry Nickelback.
No brainer.
Uh,
They've got the money.
No
I
premium.
don't know.
They'll
I think
support you.
They got the money.
I think Five Finger Death Punch likes it rough, so probably fuck and then kill trapped. That's probably.
I hate that question.
Rob's like, I am not answering.
Ugh.
Yo, what up, Knight? What up, Psycho Bros? Fuck, Mary,
Bros.
kill Ice Cream.
What's up, Knight? Good to see you here, man.
Oh yeah, what's going on, dude?
It's nice to see some familiar. I was gonna say faces, but I guess handles.
Handles, Twitch handles.
Yeah.
Warlock Finn, thanks for the follow. You might be a Psychostick. I mean, you probably are a Psychostick fan. Anyway,
Probably. Everybody is, right?
who wrote the
Yeah.
beer song? I'm just gonna ask this.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't know.
Was it Maddie?
Shut up.
Probably
Yeah,
Maddie.
The lyrics.
Uh-huh. I was in.
I love how you have the merch set up behind you.
No.
You know, I didn't
Maddie's,
even
yeah.
think of
Maddie,
that.
yeah.
It's more of a I don't know, banners of. I don't know. I saw a Game Genie, which is funny because it's actually from that's the other one. That's Psychostick.
Yeah.
Backwards on my screen, so it's hard. So this was the Taco Apocalypse. That was Rustin. Rest in peace. Rock in peace, brother.
Rock in peace.
And then Game Genie over here is, the popular game cheating device, but
Yes.
also our friend's band. It was awesome.
Oh, that's fun.
And this was a towel that we got from that German show with Full Force.
Does that say
Full
eat
Force.
That was
socks?
it called. Huh?
Where?
That
Eat
shirt says
sock.
eat socks.
Yeah, what is that? The white one.
Oh,
Looks, it
it
looks
What
like
is
eat
that?
socks.
It's called Sweat Sucker.
Oh, it's a towel.
It's a towel. And it says Sweat
Yes.
Sucker.
So it's Sweat Sucker.
With Full Force 1994, 2018, 25th anniversary, and then like a samurai dude.
It's just funny
That's
because Matt, I know, Maddie's like the merch guy in the band, when you guys play shows, Maddie's setting up the merch. He's got the whole fucking thing there, the store. So that's literally
Yeah, but-
what it looks like behind you.
But we don't play shows anymore. So now
I know. So now you have it in the room.
this is
Can't
just shit
sleep
I've
at night unless
collected.
it's in the room with him.
Yeah, he can't get away from it. He has to have his merch set up.
Yeah, I sleep under my streaming desk. Yeah. Forget the wife and kid. I'm locked in the
I'm locked
whacking,
in
the
here.
whacking tool shed down here.
Oh my god! Before you
Stream dungeon.
joined, someone mentioned a tour idea. It was Horse the Band, you guys, and Necrogoblicon. How insane of a tour would that be, Maddie?
Crazy.
Be awesome if we had a bus.
What, with 3 bands on it?
Otherwise, it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, I love both of those bands.
That would be an insane tour.
Necrogoblicon was one of the most fun tours we ever did. I love those
Yeah.
guys, man.
Yeah.
Dudes are great.
There wasn't a single person on that tour between Urizen, Psychostick, and Necrogoblicon that I think didn't get along.
Mm-hmm.
I think each
Yeah.
individual
They're all
band
good.
probably hates each other more than we did between bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you
Can
guys
confirm.
have toured with Necro a couple times,
Yep.
or
Oh, just once.
was it just that
once.
one time?
Yeah.
But it was a
I
big
don't know
tour, though. That was
Yeah, I know it was long, dude. It was like what,
it
4
was a
or
lot
5
of fun.
weeks?
It was coast to coast to coast. So
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
it was longer than a month.
Yes, no, it definitely was. Would love to see
Oh.
the Goblin come out while you all play. I don't even know what
he
he
did for when we did a hokey pokey at the end of the tour or something. He came out.
did. He?
That was awesome.
Or-
I don't even know what he looks like. Well, I know what he looks like with the mask. I
Neither
haven't-
do we.
Yeah, we never saw him. He kept it on the whole time.
We know what he smells like, though.
Oh Jesus! Come to Amsterdam? Yes, they will eventually. You think you guys are going to get back to Europe at some point in the next couple
No.
years?
I don't know.
No.
That would be great, but like I
Love
think
to.
we tried doing that, but all the clubs are like, who? No. For how much? No.
Absolutely
It's
not.
happened.
It's an overhead issue, and I'm not talking drum mics. It's always how much money it costs to fly 5 or 6 guys over, and then rent gear, and then get a bus, and then how long are we going to tour for?
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about this like a couple years ago because you guys were like, yeah, we got this tour, some fest, but like shows are not really getting booked. But like
Yeah.
That's the issue.
it's and then like money's the issue. It is. It's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
It's the week.
Such a pain.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you had a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday shows that showed up like Fridays and Saturdays, everything would be fine.
For sure.
But there's a lot of people that don't want to come see a show on a Monday night, and I can't really blame them. I don't want to play a show. I don't want to play a show on a Monday night as much as I want to go see a show on a Monday night. So,
yeah, I mean, I always try to keep the Mondays off. I'm like, guys, just take the Monday off. Some bands are like, no, we want a show. Like, all right.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah,
if Kraftwerk was like, hey, come on over, be like, all right, we're in front of some people. We'd sell
Dude,
merch.
some bands. I mean, I'm putting together like a Skeletal Remains tour, and they're like a death metal band, and they're like, hey, can we fill those off dates? I'm like, you don't want like, it's like almost 4-week tour. You don't want like a day off? No. I'm like, okay.
It's so foreign to me. It's like, you don't want a
sure?
day off. You just want to work every single day for like 6 weeks straight.
Like, can we just take this Monday off? Like, I don't even know where I'm gonna put it.
Too. A lot of these bands are also paying for a bus, and if they have a bus,
Yeah, if they have a bus, yeah,
it's another.
It's a necessity.
$1,200 that they got to cough up.
Yeah, a lot of
Not that they don't want to.
Yeah,
It's that they
so
can't.
they kind of have no choice when they have a bus.
yeah, the bus issue. Yeah, you always have to be.
Or whatever they call those.
Yeah, whenever we have like European bands come over, we kind of treat it like as if they were touring in Europe. Arrange their bus crew and stuff, or TM merch guy. Like, I've done it all, and when it comes down to getting the bus and getting the bus quote, you got to like factor all that stuff in. And like tell them like, hey, those 3 or 4 days you want off during this 4-week tour, which is totally understandable to have, you got to pay for those days on the bus, right? You got to pay that $1,300, $1,200, $1,400, $1,500. Like, you're paying that. So just letting you guys know, we're not paying for it. You guys have to, unfortunately.
Diesel and petrol are way higher.
Oh yeah, man. Over there.
So yeah,
in Europe,
way
yeah.
higher. So
that's why they squeeze all the bands on one bus.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what we did. The one time
that's probably the reason.
Was when we went to England with Dog Fashion Disco, and we shared a bus with them. It was awesome.
Disband.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, got the shirt on.
I would love to do that again because it was great. Just like hanging out with some people. One guy's getting on your nerves. Like, I'll be right back, and you go to bed. It's great.
Yeah. They're huge buses too. I mean, because you can fit like 3-4 bands on a bus.
It was a double decker, so all the bunks were on top.
Man.
So there's like
insane.
15 bunks up there, and I'm like, that one's mine, and I just crawl in there.
Well, the other thing too is Dog Fashion, I think, had 6 guys.
They did.
6 guys plus Tony,
yeah, so they had a
plus
crew.
They were 7, and we were 6, or something like that, right?
Yeah, we were 6 because we had Manny and Murph.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We brought both up.
They had 6. So
you have a bunch of like downtown Browns.
Downtown Browns.
If you have 5-3, you could fit 5 3-pieces. Or you could fit like one Slipknot.
5 3-pieces. That's good. What was
You guys
that?
don't need a big player. Just go have fun without me. That's fine.
That's okay, right?
Just tell the merch I miss it every night.
Yeah, just kiss it for me. Kiss it for Maddie.
Make sure you feed the merch.
Feed the merch. So have you guys had any funny or weird fan encounters over the years, which I'm sure you have? None.
No, 0.
See, this is a question I get asked like from people. I'm like, oh, I should probably ask it with the Psychostick guys.
Define encounter.
It's like every night, man. Like, weird shit happens all the time.
Some people can be really nice. Like, there are certain areas where people can be like incredibly nice and incredibly generous.
Yeah.
And then there are other places where either people just don't show up, because a lot of that goes on the promoter too. Some promoters don't promote it. And sometimes, in that kind of situation, the one guy that's like really excited about the show shows up, and there's like 50 people in a room, and people kind of don't care. And then there's the one guy that's just
just right there, just right in front of your face.
Like, you sniffle, you're like, ah! You sniffled, did you see that?
And then Rob and I both like leave through the back door. We're just like, all right, don't go inside until the show starts. And then
Maddie, Maddie's stuck at merch. So Maddie has probably been like the one in the front of it all.
in recent years.
Maddie is basically the keys we dangle to distract them while we run off. You know,
Yeah,
like, hey, check this out. They're like, ha 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 ha.
And it usually works. You know, I've had enough when I'm like, hey, look, Rob's right over there. Go talk to him.
Rob's just trying to get his dinner.
I
He's
need
like,
a break.
Hot potato, like annoying fan hot potato.
Yeah.
You know? And then he's like, oh, hey, thanks for coming here. I said, hey, look, there's Josh over there. Josh was like, I just saw Alex. I think he went out the front door. Go check.
Go chase
the
him.
Arby's
He
across
loves
the
being
street.
chased.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I kind of miss it.
Yeah.
It has been a minute since we played like a real show. So
Yeah, what was the last
I
show?
forgot about all that.
February of 2020, I think. I think we played in Cincinnati.
That was the last one we did.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
That was Cincinnati.
Everything else had to get
That
postponed.
was Thompson House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Damn.
That was how times have changed.
Right? Is Thompson House still around? I think it is.
I hope
so.
so.
Yeah, I'm
really
pretty sure
like
it
that
is.
place.
Yeah, I know you guys like that place.
The crew over there running it, they are amazing. I
Yeah.
love those people. Like great management, everything. Like they're awesome.
Yeah.
They always take care of us too. Great
Yeah.
Yeah.
history there. You know, it's like
yeah, you guys been playing there a while, right? Yeah. I mean, what I always liked about you guys is that like after like every run you would do or something, like mostly it was Alex being like, okay, here's how everything went, and just like tell me like how everything went, and like because if there was like an issue or something, Alex would tell me, obviously, or Maddie would, you know, here and there too. But it was nice to hear that stuff because it was like, okay, I got to make sure this is fixed next time around. And also, if I'm sending any other bands there, I'm like, hey man, like we can't have this happen again.
It's nice to have an agent that gives a fuck.
I try my best.
And also from our perspective, I try really hard not to just tell you all the crap that happened because there's gonna be bad and like
yeah, there's gonna be like
negative.
probably some annoying shit, but it's like, okay, that's whatever.
But I also want to tell you, also this band
More
or this venue was really cool and this promoter was great. And
yeah, we want to go back.
Like,
yeah,
want to balance that so it's not just
Exactly.
us complaining all the time.
no, I always like that about you guys and being like, just like, not like picky, but like, you know, being like, hey, when we go here, we really like this venue. You know, we
Yeah.
really like Thompson House and Cincy. So if we're gonna go play Cincy on this weekend, we really want to do Thompson House. You know, and it's like, okay, well, you know, and most of the time it works out. Most of the time, the promoters are like, yeah. I'll go for, you know, I'll check that spot first, and you know, we'll get it hooked up there.
And not like Jethro's meat hole or whatever.
Jethro's meat hole. Oh my god. Matt said, who is in charge of the in-house sound connecting to band sound? That guy sucks a lot. Jeez, Matt.
That depends on the venue.
I think he's.
I think he's fucking
You
around.
know, a lot of the
fucking
reason
around.
why like the monitoring at venues are really bad is because they, you know, good monitors are too grand a speaker,
Yeah.
you know, so they'll hit up eBay and get the cheapest stuff they can because they're small venues. I can't fault them for that.
Yeah, you
It's the
can,
same-
right?
The same problem with, you know, traveling or doing bigger tours. It's the amount of overhead. Is when
Mhm.
you look at. I just saw something for Tesla, right? Where Tesla, what they get back, like their profits are only like what, like 10%, 20% of how much they actually
That's all companies. Yeah, that's
And-
Wow.
spend to do shit. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, we made $1 billion, but it took $10 billion to make that
Wow.
this year.
yeah.
So-
Revenue and earnings are very different things.
Yes.
If you have a choice between, hey, let's upgrade the sound system, or let's get a bigger band in here, or let's have the kitchen running, let's hire a bartender, let's have air conditioning, you know, all those other things happen before upgrading the speakers.
Dude, a lot
you
a lot of it. I've been to venues that have not upgraded their sound systems in a long time, or like cleaned them out or anything like that, because, you know, sometimes the sound guy would be like, oh yeah, this place, man, these speakers have not been cleaned out, or like someone would tell me this that works there. There's specifically one venue in that I grew up going to, the Chance Theater in New York. I remember,
hell yeah.
yeah. The last time, the last time I was there was December 2018. My old band played a reunion show. It was like one of our friends passed away, so we all got back together and a few other bands to play this reunion show. And It's definitely the same exact PA system that has not been cleaned out or anything or replaced. Missing speakers, and I'm like, here we go.
Occasionally, we'll go to a tiny little dive bar, and they're like, "Did you bring a PA?"
Poor Josh.
No, we
Rob
didn't bring a PA.
Why would we do that?
Oh my god,
We haven't had that problem in a long time.
Yeah, I don't
time.
see. Yeah,
Thank you, Dan. For
yeah.
being-
I think I would have gotten that fucking phone call
Yeah.
real
Rob
quick.
When I first joined the band, Rob taught me a trick that you can, when you're like loading in, you never judge a book by its cover. So
Yeah.
like one of the telltale signs is like when you hear bar and grill, you're not expecting the best. But Rob showed me that take a look at the monitors.
Oh,
If you have like, for instance, 4 monitors, there's 4 of us, right? And all 4 of them are from a different company. They all look beat up, might not be a great night. If you look at the monitors and there's only 2 of them,
oh man,
probably not going to be a great
probably
night.
not gonna be a great night.
If you look at them and there's like 5 monitors and they're all EV or JBL,
Or JB, yeah,
like, okay,
we're good tonight. Yeah,
fingers crossed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Telltale sign. It's very rarely wrong when you can look at the monitors and they stray.
Yeah, because you'll know how it's gonna sound and go.
Pretty much immediately.
This is going to sound really bad, but if you can count all of the sound guy's teeth, it's probably going to be a good night.
I mean, there
You
is
can't argue with that.
Or count how many teeth he's missing, or I don't know.
one or the other, right? Literally. I mean, there is a good bar and
Not
grill
to
in
be
Dallas,
judgmental,
Gas
I
Monkey.
kind of am.
It's like the one bar and grill that you can go to and be like, we're gonna sound good tonight. And it's
Is that in
Gas
Deep
Gas
Ellum?
Monkey. No, that's outside. It's like probably 15 minutes away from Deep Ellum. Gas Monkey. You guys have not. I don't think you guys have played there yet.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
played Trees. You played
Yeah, I've been to trees.
the one spot that closed down, the Curtain Club.
Yeah. Oh, that closed down.
Yeah,
The land of no parking and
but
17 bands.
yeah, dude. They sold that before the that was pre-COVID. That was probably
Okay.
that was probably 2019. I think it sold. At first, I thought Gas Monkey was buying it. Or there was word that Gas Monkey was buying it, but they didn't. And then
Right back.
no problem. And then they sold. I don't know who they sold it to though, but it's still like not open right now. It's still closed.
Oh yeah.
Matatastic wants to know, do you guys use walkies to communicate with the front of house and back? Dude, we don't have anybody in front of house. We use sound. We use resident
In-house
guys.
sound guys.
It's like louder.
Yeah. This is this is
A lot of hand signals and yelling.
yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
Lots of that. Dude, you should get walkie-talkies. That's actually not a bad idea to give the one walkie-talkie to the sound guy.
Oh, I was gonna say the 3 of them are all in the green room and I'm at merch and no one wants to talk to me. So they rock the whole time. Poor sound guy.
You guys should get walkie-talkies. That'd be funny.
Whenever we
naval flags, Morse code, smoke signals, venues love us.
Oh man. Psychostick 2021 using 1970s brick radios.
That's right.
Say.
Alex, come here, turn around. I have to crank his backpack up.
Morse code, like
I'm glad I missed whatever that was.
We had a question in the chat. What's your guys' favorite tour to date? What's your favorite tour you've done?
Oh man.
I know.
shit.
You gotta answer it. I'm sorry.
Whichever one you were at.
I'm gonna say that
Mayhem
I'm gonna
Fest
say,
because we were only on
our
it for a day.
our first tour in England when we had the bus. That was my favorite one.
That was a
That
really
was the
cool
favorite.
tour.
Yeah. And that was with Dog. Was that Dog Fashion Tour?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And then probably maybe Necrogoblicon and Urizen.
That's definitely
That's another one.
Up
That's
there.
up there for sure.
Yeah.
It's really hard to pick a favorite because
To Revenge of the Vengeance. Here, I actually have the
Yeah. Take that camera off.
talk about merch, right?
I'm telling you, man. He can't leave the merch, bro.
Oh,
He mic'd up the merch.
He mic'd it up. Oh, wait. Who was on that tour?
Tours. It was a 2-part tour. So in the fall,
Uh-huh.
it was Fun Gone Wrong and Downtown Brown.
Oh.
And then in the spring, it was Downtown Brown and Urizen. And
Yes.
the Downtown Brown Urizen tour was
That was awesome.
Bonkers.
Pretty fucking legendary. That
Yeah.
that one and the Urizen Necrogoblicon tour.
That.
They
We got-
and the UK one.
Yes.
Those kind of they all
They're all
vie
up
for
there.
ways.
Yeah, we got to
A lot of
do.
times it's the guys that you're on tour with too. You know, the venues,
Mhm.
the company, the fans, the food. You know, the scheduling, the routing. You know,
A lot of
They-
variables there.
show, but if you drive 12 hours to be there, it's not going to taste as good. You know what I mean?
Yes, very fucking true.
Excuse me, let me rephrase that. When Rob has to drive 12 hours to the show,
Wait, hold on. Is Rob the only one driving? No.
He's the primary.
He's-
primary.
Not entirely.
That's
no.
how I was in any band, like the bands I was in, even bands I toured with. It was just like I was driving most of the time, and then sometimes I'm like, why am I driving so much?
You're like, I don't trust you guys.
Can you guys drive?
Give me the wheel.
Yeah, well, most of the time it was that. Yeah, don't let Maddie
It
drive.
was kind of meditative to drive. I don't know, kind of,
I like
you
it.
know, when you're on a highway between cities, it's pretty relaxing. So I
It
just
is, and then you can
'cause I
control
was
your
always
own
stressed
music.
out.
Yeah,
So
driving
it's
is like therapeutic for me. What's
until you
that?
drive down through a city.
Okay, yeah.
and
So when you enter New York
Last 3
City,
hours, that means nothing.
yeah, driving to New
Well,
York City, the fucking worst.
that-
The worst by
I'm not going to say
far.
what I was thinking, but it was it's challenging driving in New York City for sure.
Yeah.
Any crazy downtown area where nobody wants to give you any space.
At all.
I remember
So-
I remember specifically in Montreal, Rob sitting
Oh
in the
my.
van in trailer for like 3 hours, just trying to park while we all loaded in, set up merch.
He's trying to
set up,
find parking.
build, like,
I'm not gonna name names, but I will talk some shit. So
Good.
the promoter
I
that
like
booked
this.
us on
Yes.
that did not even give us a clue about how absolutely horrendous the parking was there. And Rob
Oh,
was
man.
literally sideways in the lane trying to merge to the right, and there were so many cars. There was literally nowhere to go, and he could not physically park the van so we could even load in up
Oh
the
my
stairs
god.
into the tiny venue, and it was such a hideous mess that I actually yelled at the promoter. I'm usually
Dude, I
kind of a relatively nice person, but I was pissed off that day, and I yelled at that dude. I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong?"
Like
with you?"
no instructions. Like, hey guys, heads up.
I was pissed, dude.
It's a shit
So-
show here. This is how you have to do it.
Yeah, and I
That's
even
all you
told him,
gotta
like,
do.
you have
That's all you
another
gotta-
band next week, right? Like, are you gonna tell them? And he's like, kind of hung his head, like, oh, probably not. And I was like, I hate you. I
Why are
hate
you
you
doing
so much.
shows here, dude?
We're
There's
not coming back.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
We're going
blacklist.
somewhere else next time.
just
Yeah.
terrible, just terrible.
there's certain people in the industry like yourself, Dan, that like you've been in a band, you've
Yeah.
been on tour, worked
Yeah.
with bands, booked bands. You know, you
Mhm.
you promoted a show before.
Oh yeah. Well, back
see,
like
you-
in the beginning of me
Gross.
being an agent. Yeah.
So like, you know a lot of the pitfalls that can affect a tour, that can affect a band, that can
Yeah.
affect a.
I could
And
tell
some-
everyone the parking situation at most venues for the most part.
Yeah, and sometimes people just don't give a fuck. They're just there to make money off of bands, and it really shows.
Oh, it will
really
show.
shows.
I
Times
remember.
when
What's that?
I'm gonna say there's times when people are actually like in bands, and they have venues or they work at venues, and venues, yes,
Venues.
that you can tell. You know, what I mean, it's just a
Oh,
night.
dude, you can. There's a good amount of that. Even like I remember when I went to Toronto in 2017 on my Devastation on the Nation tour. You know, I was with Cryptopsy. It was Cryptopsy and one of the other bands sharing the bus, and I was on it
Was that
too.
with Bryce too?
Huh? Yeah. Well, Bryce didn't join until like a week and a half later.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. But I was TMing the first half because he was on tour with his band. But anyway, we get to Toronto. It's crazy because I'd never been to Canada until that time. So I get to Toronto. We're in this bus with the trailer, obviously, right? And we get to the venue, and the bus driver, and we have the instructions. Like when we advanced the tour, we got parking instructions for all the venues. But it was just still a fucking nightmare, dude. Because it was like we were able to pull up and unload the trailer, but then, you know, you have to drive around and find parking. And it took me and that bus driver at least 45 minutes, an hour
Yeah.
to find
Which
a spot.
venue?
It might have been Hard Luck. Is Hard Luck upstairs, right?
Yeah, Hard Luck's upstairs. That
That's-
tiny little place.
Yes,
Hard
dude.
Luck,
Yeah.
and sister bar that looks
Yeah.
exactly like it. Which one is
Yeah.
that?
Which
You had a bus in front of the Hard Luck.
it didn't go in front of Hard Luck, bro. This bus literally got parked
Dude, I don't even know where you would go for that.
couple miles away, I think.
Yeah.
It was a headache. And then, then we had to
Superior.
Huh?
That happened to us in the UK a couple times too.
Did it?
John, remember
Yeah.
John, the bus driver? He's like, just unload everything. He's like, call me when you need me.
Yeah.
Give-
I mean, that
give me
happens
20.
even when I had Dark Funeral and Septic Flesh playing at Gramercy in Manhattan. It was literally they get dropped off in front of the venue, which you're not even supposed to have a bus out there anyway, right? It's not even legal, but the cops just let it slide as long as you're fast.
Dude, tuck and roll.
Yeah, what do you? Yeah, right. You want me to just throw everything while it's driving?
Guys in New York, it's like, yeah, that's what they normally do.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And then we had a park, but we had to arrange all this prior to the show, like the day before, 2 days before. And then we had to have the bus driver park the bus and trailer in New Jersey at a Walmart.
I believe it.
Yeah. And then, and then,
And I'm having PTSD now.
And then we had to
I'm not enjoying
hire-
this conversation.
we had to hire a guy in a truck that has a trailer to then go pick up all the gear and bring it to Jersey. It was like this whole ordeal. I forget how it went exactly, but I do remember we had to hire this truck. It was like $600-700. And he went and picked up all the equipment and brought it to Jersey with a couple of guys with him, and then got it loaded into the bus. Bus came back, picked up the band. I was like, I'm never putting a show at Gramercy again.
No, dude. That's why we only play Long Island now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long
We don't
Island,
play
man.
Manhattan
Dude,
at all anymore because
Brooklyn is like, okay, it's fine.
Dan, don't ever book us in New York City, please. And, like,
Revolution closed. I don't even know if there's a
Did
venue
it?
on
Oh, yeah, it
They
did.
did?
You're right.
Oh.
Yep.
Couldn't survive.
There's AMH.
Ah,
About
There's
that, too.
Amityville Music Hall
yeah.
still. That's
Amityville.
small. It's like
That's the one up the street on the corner.
I think it's the corner one. I always get Revolution
man,
in that
That's a tiny little.
tiny. It's like
that's-
200
that's
or
all.
150 cap, I think. It's like the size of this room.
They call it music hall, but it's a bar
It's a
You
bar.
talking about
it's a
Revolution?
music closet.
No, Amityville Music
right
Hall.
around the corner from Revolution.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
think I
it's
know
down
that
the
one.
street, right?
We've never played there, but I've been
No.
to shows there.
Yeah, I've been to shows there too.
Okay.
It's been there for a long time.
a tiny place. I'm pretty sure
Tiny.
I want to say I saw Dillinger there once.
Dude, they've had everybody there. I'm telling you.
That's awesome.
It's very much like
Yeah, AMH is so small. They're right down the street from each other.
Ohio, Toledo. Not the main. It was like Frankie's.
Frankie's?
Oh, Frankie.
It's like
Frankie's.
Frankie's without the side room.
Oh, Jesus.
Without
like if
the
you-
side room.
You know where the merch goes in that like side room.
I've
or
been there
whatever?
once. Yeah.
Like,
It was a long
imagine that
time
was
ago.
up there. That's the music hall.
At
Yeah.
least they have parking.
Yeah, right.
I'll
But,
take
I mean,
a tiny venue with parking than a nice venue with no parking.
Yeah.
Oh,
serious.
yeah.
Any day
So
of the
many
week.
venues that we've been to. I mean, it's just part of the game. It's crazy how many venues
It is. Yeah.
that played even before I was in the band 11 years ago. How many
Mhm.
places closed? So I'm wondering how many are going to stay open. And I'm even more curious. Like, you tighten the belt, survival of the fittest. Like the best are the best ones going to survive,
Yeah.
or are there going to be a bunch of shitty ones that are actually just drug fronts?
That's how they got through it.
Not kidding.
Oh, no, I know. There are some. I can't say who.
I will not mention them.
I will
are
not
some,
mention
yeah.
those.
We have our
It's really
suspicions.
funny when it's
Little
blatantly
sus.
obviously a drug front. You know?
Oh, money laundering. Right.
Right. That's
But
that's what you
the
do
venue
here.
was so shitty. You're like sitting there going, should I report them? You know? You're like
After
sitting
we
there,
get
could I get
paid.
this shut down?
After we
Only
get
after we get paid.
Then we report it.
You're like
Yeah.
weighing your options. You
Take the pictures while you're there. Should probably report this place.
Yeah. I
Or
think
what?
about it sometimes.
Have you guys played St. Vitus in Brooklyn? Did
Oh
I?
yeah.
Yeah. So I had that Cryptopsy tour, Devastation. We played there. The tour went there. And so we roll up. It's like 3 p.m. Load-in's like an hour. Bus driver's like, where do you want me to park? And I was like,
Yeah,
we just
I
have to,
remember that too.
and I just got to find it. And insane that this happened. Across the street from St. Vitus, there's just this whole like block that was just like no cars, and I was like, park right there. But we had to park in front of like a fire hydrant, and the bus driver's like, I'll leave it here. It's fine, but if you guys get a ticket, you got to pay. I'm like, just leave it. I don't fucking care.
Worth it.
I'll pay the fucking ticket, dude.
I know that's totally illegal, but that's worth it.
I am not driving around this fucking place.
You know how expensive it is to park a fucking car in New York City?
It's
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
You might as well take the ticket.
Yeah, you might as well just take the ticket, dude. The
That's
ticket's
really
probably
sad.
less.
Saberfang asked about look what I did. Fucking love hanging out with Barry Donegan. How many times have you guys toured?
Oh shit.
I think I did 2 tours.
I missed that. Sorry, Saber.
2 or 3, maybe. That sounds right. We've done a couple, I think.
Whose idea was
Whose
to get
idea
Barry
was
to
it to get Barry to be political bum? Because I can't. He says I honestly couldn't picture anyone better than him as the bum.
That's why we picked him, because I don't remember whose idea it was,
I don't remember.
but that's why we picked him, because he's a very politically outspoken guy.
Yeah.
Very
Everyone's-
smart too.
Yeah,
Clever.
so we just said this guy's perfect for it because he knows, and him and Skeet wrote
Yeah.
a lot of those lines in that song, and it was perfect. So, yeah,
That's rad.
I caught herpes from the TSA.
What's your favorite heavy band? Are you guys fans of deathcore?
A little bit.
Or what are some like heavy? What are your like some of your
Oh,
favorite heavy bands?
The last Nile record was really good. I like that
Nile,
one.
yes, that's a good death metal record. Good band.
Yeah.
They're touring again next year.
Good. I like Pig Destroyer a whole bunch. Like they're great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You love Pit Destroyer. Who else do you?
Yeah, I love those dudes.
I think the last newer heavy band I got into was Vane.
Yeah.
Vane is fucking awesome.
Vane is
They're
awesome.
great. I don't really listen to the heavy stuff as much.
So
anymore, but
badass.
Every now and then I'll throw
Oh,
it on.
hey,
Oh
Rena.
yeah, I like this. I forgot.
How would you define metalcore? Like I don't
Da-da.
know.
There's like different types of metal. Like older metalcore, I look at like Killswitch Engage,
Okay,
like Killswitch.
you can have a few. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love Killswitch. They're like one of my favorites.
Their first record was awesome. I haven't heard much of their later stuff after that though.
Which one? The Live or Just Breathing? End of a Heartache?
Oh, I forget the name of it, but they had the old singer before.
Oh,
Buddy
Jesse?
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse. That's right.
Yeah. I think it was
I like that
probably
record a lot.
Live or Just Breathing. That's a good fucking
Yeah,
record, man.
That's good. Didn't they take a couple songs from that and redo it for the second album? I believe.
Did they do that on End of a Heartache? They may have. I haven't listened to those records in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for me.
Good band though. Very good
Yeah.
band.
So, where Matatastic wants to know, where do the bootleg shirts come from, and why don't you stop them?
See, Maddie's trying to put me on the spot.
No,
Because
Matatastic said that, not me. It's
That's
impossible.
something. Yeah, it's like you're
Do you
playing
guys-
whack-a-mole.
Is there a lot of Psychostick bootleg shirts?
not really, no.
No.
On Amazon, sometimes there'll be like kind of one of those Chinese knockoff places that are just trying to make a buck. Like if you see, like there are bots out there, like somebody says, I want this on a shirt. They'll like take that image, create a shirt out of it, and then start selling it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I've
automatic.
seen some shit on Facebook of these like
So,
no-name
we
companies.
Just when you see that stuff and you know it's not coming from us, tell us and we'll report it. Like that's how we try to stop
Yeah.
it. But we
I've
can't
shut
control all
down
of it.
several. I have
Yeah.
shut down several, but honestly, I think it's better worth your time just to make a product that's superior to the crap that they're selling on there.
Mhm.
And Rob and everybody like doing all our merch and all that, like when you guys design stuff, it actually is, and it entices people to come in. So it's more the positive reverse side of that. So that's how I see it.
Yeah.
There's one in particular. What they do is they take the Jack Daniels logo and they
Oh
just
my god.
put every single band that they can think of
Yes.
name
That's all you have.
Jack logo.
Yep.
And even, because it doesn't take much time to just keep repeating that same process. So if you could do that
No.
100, sell 10 shirts, you made your money and fuck the band and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be weary of those shirts. If you see a band shirt that's a Jack Daniels logo, probably wasn't there.
Probably wasn't probably wasn't the band's idea for that at all. Reno, why is your car a piece of shit?
He's referencing a song.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Which song is that?
Dan doesn't know our music.
I don't even know all of it, dude. There's so much. I'm gonna listen to
Tell me about
Psychostick for the next 48 hours straight.
All right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Albuquerque.
And then go back to Dark Funeral.
And
Well, yeah, definitely apologize to your girlfriend because she's not gonna like Psychostick.
what kind of
That's usually
agent
how it
is he?
goes.
It looks like I'm getting fired. Is what's happening? No,
Oh dear.
that would be sad. Be a sad day.
I miss Albuquerque. whoever-
You guys be like, hey, dude, we're gonna let you go because we're done playing shows. You'd be like, why? Just let me be your agent still.
Just keep it on the
Just
roster.
keep my name up. Yeah, keep my name up there on your guys'
Of
contact.
course.
Just can I just be in the band though?
Josh is gone, dude.
Yeah, he's
Josh
not
is
here.
gone.
Come on over.
I mean, I play guitar,
Josh
bro.
ain't here. You can't say no.
You can't say no, man. We had some questions from a few of my mods. Benny asked, what was it like having Arsonist get all the girls tour with you guys?
That was so much fun.
I
Those
thought that
guys
was
are
a
great.
yeah.
I'll
No,
show
that was it.
So much fun.
I'll
John-
show you.
That's what it was like.
I
Guys
didn't
are
catch it.
so nice. What I
They
love
are.
about bands like Arsonists that we end up doing shows with is like their music sounds like I'm gonna fucking tear your face off and shit all over your corpse. But no, there's the nicest dudes.
They
They're
are.
just so nice.
I thought
Hey,
it
man,
mixed
you want-
well.
You want some of my garlic hummus? Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, super nice.
Thank you for that. Who got the most groupies? Matt wants to know. Matt Tastic.
Oh, I know, but I'm not gonna.
Nobody on tour really. That's a myth.
That is actually a myth. We play metal.
We play
and
metal.
It's
I don't know if
comedy
you guys-
metal, and the two of those things are not an aphrodisiac. Just so
Mm.
you know.
No.
Like usually we just get weird. Like, what the hell am I seeing right now? And then
Yeah.
all the girls leave the room.
It's the
So,
guys that bring their
the guy
girlfriends. Yeah, the guys they'll bring their girlfriends to the shows. The girlfriends
Yeah.
don't really want to be there, but their
Dan,
pretty
boyfriend
much.
wanted to go.
Dan,
Yeah.
how edgy does this podcast go?
I mean, it can go edgy. I
You
mean,
go edgy.
yeah, it
Okay,
doesn't
I
matter.
figured I'd ask first because I always said, "Man, I wish I was gay because I'm always swimming in dick."
That's our shows. Yeah, it's 100%. Like, but you know what? I like that because
Josh gets hit on by guys a lot,
keeps us
too.
focused. We're not distracted.
I could see that happening.
We're
Yeah,
not distracted by legions of groupies just flinging their shirts up. So
it's just
actually-
it's just guys really doing that in the pit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Check it out, man.
Check out my hair.
Yo, I got Psychostick chest piece.
Yeah.
230-pound woman with tits down to her ankles, and some big biker guy like, "Look at my girlfriend's tits." Oh, do you have to?
And we do.
We're like, okay.
We do.
All right.
Hey, thank you, thank you.
I'm throwing my jock strap next time. Oh my god, dude! I loved when you guys came out with the sombrero hat, and you would throw it into the crowd, and
Yeah.
whoever
Oh, yeah,
ended up with
security
that, that's the best. Someone mentioned that the other day. I think it was when I announced this episode. I think it was on my Instagram. Someone mentioned that, or on
Yeah,
my
that's,
Facebook. They're like, dude, I saw them throw this. It was fucking great. I'm like, it is fucking funny as hell.
That's one of my favorite live things.
Oh
that
yeah, it
we
was
do when,
Saber said that.
like when there's, especially at festivals, when there's thousands of people.
Oh my
like,
god,
that is
dude!
a blast. It is
Do you
so
put-
much fun.
Do you throw more than one sombrero out?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
If there's
Big
enough
enough
people.
crowd.
If there's like a lot of people, yeah,
Yeah.
gotta have more than one.
There was one in particular that's actually on YouTube from Rockapalooza where I can't remember any other time where, because it's kind of like a 3-round thing. So like sometimes we can get through, especially at festivals, you can throw a sombrero out and they destroy it. And then round 2, you throw out a sombrero and they destroy it. Then round 3, and then they destroy it. One time we actually didn't play the 3rd round because it was so violent.
You're just like, oh my god.
Forgot
Yeah.
about the.
You know, I'm ready to go, and all of a sudden Josh starts playing beer. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And later in the show, he's like, dude, they broke the barricade. Like, no, we're done.
Don't give them another hat.
And
sombrero.
I can't see it. Like I'm in the playing behind my drum, so I don't
Yeah.
quite see the chaos.
Yeah, you don't
quite as
know-
well as
yeah.
they can. So I'm like, fuck it, do it again.
Yeah, do it again. No.
They're like,
what's-
no.
What's fun about the sombrero behind the sscenes is like, all right, how many shows we have? We have 30 shows. All right, you go to Party City and you buy 35 sombreros. You walk to the front of the thing. They're like, is this for a party? You're like, no.
No, I just need to buy 35 of
Like,
them.
No.
Yes, for
And then
a restaurant.
all right, 35. And I was like, yeah, I have a business discount.
It's like
Get the
business
parts.
card.
Sombreros.
Oh my god.
That was always my favorite.
Yeah, why haven't you made Psychostick sombreros?
You can do that.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I feel
Probably get
Probably-
canceled. That's why.
It probably
Maybe.
costs too much. It's
Probably
amazing how expensive it is to make cheap shit. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have a special routine of working when coming up with lyrics? Or who's the guy behind all the lyrics?
Josh.
Depends on the song,
Mostly
but it's primarily Josh.
But
yeah.
honestly, like it's really we go in the direction of what makes us laugh the most.
Yeah, so you come
That's
up with
really
like
that's the test for a good lyric or
like the
song
basis
is-
of it.
Yeah. It's just laughs per minute or laughs per second or whatever you
Laughs
want to
per
call it.
minute, I
Like,
like that.
we try to inject as much funny shit in there as we can, but not being, tacky about it. too,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be.
There is a flow to it, so
Yeah.
It's fun when
Yeah.
Josh has an idea for something and then everybody else gives them like, hey, here's a line, and then here's a line, and then here's a line, and kind of like snowballs. So it's fun to see somebody have an idea and the rest of the band kind of pick up and run with it in certain ways. And then at a certain point he goes, all right, I got it. That's good enough.
Shut up.
Back in the closet.
Yeah. JD said, hello, guys, and famous comedy metal band Psychostick. I have
Hey,
to
JD.
say that for contractual reasons, really.
Hello,
he's our
JD.
mod. He's trying to be funny.
Shit.
He's
Should I?
required
He
Say
doesn't
that.
write the song, so
I was going to say, should I put that in the title? I'll put that in the YouTube title.
there you go.
Famous comedy metal band Psychostick on Danfonce Talks Metal.
And make
There you
famous all caps.
Yeah, yeah. Huge, just all in caps. And then Psychostick in lowercase.
Yeah. Small font.
We had a question about what was it? This is a go. LJ asked, who's one of my mods, what's your favorite Psychostick music video? Each of you. If you had to pick your favorite one. Soul said make sure to misspell Psychostick.
Beard was really intricate.
Yes.
I'm really
Obey the
happy with
beard.
how Beard came out.
Half
Yeah.
a year to do that one video, so I'm really proud that it's just done.
I was really happy with Socks and Sandals too. That I don't know if I have a favorite, but that's definitely one of them.
Murph does
Yeah.
a lot of this, and it's very rare, if at all. I can't think of an instance where he's like dropped the ball on something. Like
Yeah,
I
he's great.
like everything that he does. I
Wait,
like
is he
everything
still in
that he
here?
does that's not a Psychostick
Oh,
video.
Murph, you still here?
Oh shit.
Yeah, he does a lot for
He
you.
might have checked out.
How long has
man.
Murph been working with you guys?
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
I mean, he's
Um,
practically a part of the band.
He's
Murph is like,
practically
"Shut
a
up."
fifth member.
Yeah.
We met him in the early 2000s.
Oh,
when
no
we were just
way.
getting started.
Yeah.
You want to know how I
And,
met Murph?
Mm-hmm.
So
Of
he
course.
flew to Phoenix to visit Josh and Rob, I believe. Like we were just starting the band out, and I was supposed to meet him. I think it was like a bowling alley for some reason.
Okay.
So I went to this bowling alley, and I see this guy that looks
Bowling alley.
just like the picture of the person I'm supposed to meet, and I'm like, "Oh, hey!" And he like walks right past me. I'm like, "That was incredibly awkward. What just? I thought that was him. I guess
I
not."
didn't
And I
know
keep
this
looking
story.
around,
That looks
was
exactly
way
like him.
and he comes
Wait.
back. He's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Murph." I'm like, "Hi." What?
I just saw you. Why
First
did
time
you
I met
walk?
the dude, he was already confusing me.
That's
This is
great.
this is great because we could talk as much shit about Murph as we want, and he can interact in the chat, but he can't like do anything else. So,
Yeah. I can
Great.
time him out too if you want. Just let me know. You
He's like, "Eat
shit.
shit."
Timed out. 69 seconds.
I like how our own band is just talking shit to us.
It's Maddie. So how's it been streaming on the Twitch, Maddie? You've been having fun with it. I've seen.
Yeah.
How many days a
It's-
week have you been doing? Like a couple? 2, 3?
3 days a week on my own channel, and then once a week on Psychostick. So four nights a week.
4
total.
nights a week, right? Damn.
Damn.
And it's funny because like most of the time I have a lot of fun, and then every so often I'll be really busy with something, and it's like, fuck, man, I don't want to stream tonight. Like I'm not in the mood. It's like going to work,
Yeah.
and then 5 minutes into the stream, I'm like, ah!
Yeah, you're having a good time, right? Yeah.
Happens with Psychostick a lot too. There'll be nights where it's like, oh, you know, at the end of the tour or whatever, it's like, oh, I'm just tired. I want to go home.
Yeah.
Then as soon as you step on stage, it's like, this is what we do.
That is usually how it. Like there's been times where I wake up and I have like, you know, one of these episodes or whatever. Like I do like a Saturday stream that's just like music based, or checking out new songs, whatever. Or sometimes I have a guest on that and we're checking out like bands. Like if you're in a band, you can come to the stream, show us your music and whatnot. And
Oh, that's awesome.
sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do this today, man. And then I, you know, I get my guest on Zoom call. I'm like, yeah, I do. This is fun, you know. And it just like changes. The mood changes like instantly.
Yeah, especially with everybody that's here. It's like I was saying too. Tugger Rugger right now is in there. JD Doss is in there. Vadator is in there. Fantastic is in there. Sozo's in there. You know, like we have some amazing fans and great mods. And without if it was just me playing guitar by myself, which is usually just most nights anyway, you know, so started streaming. So now it's like this collective of people, these fans that have become friends, and I would be amiss if I didn't mention all those people that support Psychostick and support my stream. I really appreciate it, and yourself included. Thanks for the little shout out there.
Yeah, of course. Everyone go follow Matty too. He's a ton of fun.
I rated Dan.
And I just fucking butchered that game, that match so bad. I'm like, what? No, I never game on here either. My friends are like, dude, just stream tonight. I'm like, all right, whatever.
It's funny,
man.
because I actively seek to not raid anybody that's playing video games.
Yeah, usually who I raid is people that are doing music.
Exactly.
Because like everyone's here for that. So I'm like, I want to.
It's funny that we perfectly crossed paths at that one moment. I'm like, I told people, this is the only time I'm going to raid someone playing video games. They go like Danfonce.
No. Yo, Matt, thanks for those gifted subs. What's that?
What game were you playing?
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends?
Addicted to it. Apex Legends.
Is it like Fortnite where it like circles in?
Oh, yeah. So they have, it's a battle royale where the circle ends, and then they have like a 3v3 now.
It looks cool.
It is fun, dude. It's a big learning curve. I'll tell you that. So I used to play. What?
I got a question for you. What are your favorite games to play?
That's a good question. What the fuck have I been doing this all the time? I forgot, like, Rob likes video games, and we're over here not asking him what his favorite video game is. No one in the chat asked him this.
It's fine. They don't care. That's because they don't care. They don't care what games I like. Come on. That's not why we're here. Come on.
Murph says he won't play with him.
Damn. I like that game.
You
Let's
never
play.
asked me
Rob
to play with him, so.
Wait, Murph, you like Apex? Let's play, dude. Send me a friend request. It's just my name here, Danfonce.
Can I use a mouse and keyboard?
You can, yeah.
All right.
Do you like FPS games?
Controller.
I'm on controller, but that's mostly
That
because I have my left wrist is not that. My left arm is not that great. I got hit by a car when I was younger, so like I severed a nerve in it. So
what game was that?
Well, yeah, right. Riding my bike like a dumbass. Anyway,
you ever try trackball? I know a lot of guys in studios swear by those because of how much time they spend.
Well, no, it's on my left hand, so that'd be for the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even more so.
It's like fine, and I can do some games on mouse and key, but not like an FPS game, first person shooter. No way.
I'm
That's what that means. Okay.
Yeah, first person shooter. That's what I normally like. And I played like other games like The Last of Us 1 and 2. I mean, I played at Resident Evil, Phasmophobia. I mean, a bunch of games when I was younger, playing Tony Hawk a lot. Fucking Crash Bandicoot. What other games I used to play?
Top Gun.
007. Ninja Turtles, yes. Played that a lot when I was a kid. Dude, 007 was my shit when I was younger on N64. GoldenEye, yeah.
It still is.
It's one of my favorite games.
Star Fox, GoldenEye.
Star Fox was great.
Star Fox, GoldenEye, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, obviously.
And the first Super Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Those 4 games, like those are my Desert Island game. That and the Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist for Sega. Like those are my.
I never had a Sega. I had the first Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I had the first PlayStation. I got PlayStation when it just came out. I think I still have it.
We're not even talking PlayStation 1, kids. It was just
PlayStation. Yes.
PlayStation
The
1.
first gen one. It was the first one that came out. I remember being
Yeah.
so stoked because it came out around my birthday.
When was the last time you heard the word multi-tap?
Oh my god. I don't even. Yeah, I have no clue. This was like.
Ow, my neurons.
But yeah,
Did
Rob.
you know that the original PlayStation was supposed to be an add-on to the Super Nintendo?
Wait, really? I did not know
Really?
this.
Yes.
Isn't
But
that
then
different companies?
Nintendo, I
Yeah,
think,
what?
backed out of the deal, and Sony decided to make their own system, and that's what happened.
Wow.
Good
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, I mean, really though.
Turned out pretty good for him, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did. That's crazy. Were all you guys into video games growing up? Alex, you weren't?
Alex didn't really do much of anything, I think. I think he just,
hibernation.
I don't know, sat in his room and stared at the ceiling, because anytime we bring up something from that era, he's like, I never heard of that.
What is that? What's a PlayStation?
It's too hot to go outside.
Yeah, I did. I was.
You did?
I was born in 1980, so when I was about 6 or 7, then Nintendo came out, and I was hooked immediately. And
Yeah.
ever since then, my mom hated Nintendo, but I loved it.
Yeah, you loved it. They hated it. I think a
But
lot
yeah,
of parents hated it.
I was all about. I was totally that kid in the 80s who just wanted all the video games, and
Yep.
yeah, 100%.
What about you, Maddie?
As much as I could be,
Yeah.
because I guess in those days, a lot of it was cartridges, right? So
Yes.
you couldn't. There
Yeah.
were no emulators. There weren't as many, and PC-based games seemed to be more broad. They weren't like side scrollers and Ninja Turtles and
Yeah, there was
shit.
none of that.
So the stuff that was marketed in my age group was very much more cartridge based.
Mhm.
So that's where Blockbuster really
Dude, yes.
hard. You know what I mean? Because I never really finished games. It was more like, hey, let's play this for 3 days. And like, all right, cool, that game was fun, and then whatever. And
That's literally how I was. I would
And
never really finish games.
I didn't have a lot of friends that played video games, so most of it was just like trying to play by myself.
Yeah.
And my parents, I want this game. My parents would be like, go rent it.
Go rent.
You
Yeah.
Rent one this week.
Yeah. You get one a week, right?
Games as much as it was like, renting them and playing them. I never really played one game long enough to get really good at it
Mhm.
until I got an N64.
Yeah.
And then it was those
that
like,
changed
Star
it.
Fox, GoldenEye, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. It was like
Yes.
those 4 games were just
the ones.
the big 4.
The big 4.
Those are the ones for me.
Did
And
you
I've
got,
never really recovered since. Call of Duty here and there on various PlayStations,
Yeah.
but there's nothing like those N64 days. Those
No, I think N64 is like my favorite.
yeah. To this day, that's my
Think it
go-to. If
is.
someone says, "Hey, I want to play video games," I'm like, "Star Fox,
Star Fox.
GoldenEye tournament, let's do it."
GoldenEye tournament.
I'm in.
Nah, Super Nintendo was my favorite. Still is.
Super Nintendo, yeah. I loved it. I had Nintendo,
I-
yeah, Super, yeah.
Yeah.
I never had Sega. I never had the Dreamcast. I had a what the fuck was it? Not GameCube. What the fuck was it? Game Gear.
Game
Was
Gear.
that who made that? Was that Sega?
Sega.
Sega.
always
So
wanted-
I had that. I loved
always
it.
It was awesome. I
Yeah,
always
because you
wanted-
could travel with it.
My mom was like, "But they're separate games, right?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, this is smaller cartridges.
I'm getting a Game Gear for Christmas. It's like it's all I want, and I got the Sega Nomad, which is basically the same exact thing, only with Genesis cartridges.
Oh.
So I didn't even know it
Fucking
existed.
great. Yeah, you didn't even know this thing it was a thing. I think
I brought it on tour with me a few times in the beginning.
wow. I think I still have it at my parents.
I think
I-
8 batteries, like,
Mm-hmm.
ugh.
It was saying with
Battery.
Game Gear, I think it was 8 AA's.
Yeah, it was 8
Yeah.
double A's.
8 AA's, dude.
Yeah,
Changing
it
those.
last like 2 hours maybe.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't last
Replace
long.
them.
And a little port on the bottom so that a second player could plug a controller in.
Was there for what you had?
Yeah, for the Nomad. It was just a portable
Wow.
Sega, basically.
Oh, okay.
Which years later, I remember Rob had one. Do you still have that travel-y thingy? Tony had one where it was like a
Yeah,
little
somewhere.
case that was it was like a travel PS4 or something.
Oh,
PS3.
what
Oh,
I think
the games case. Yeah. Like Yeah, I still have it.
You still got that? That's fucking cool.
Yeah. I try to find ways to you know, entertain myself in between shows.
Yeah, you got to
I
do something,
picked
right?
one of those up. Yeah.
Yell at promoters.
That's Alex's job. Maybe sometimes, maybe Maddie.
Get your shit together.
What the fuck? Why can't we find parking?
No, it's way easier to not yell at a promoter and just like tell you about it.
True.
Like, that's fine. I'll just go tattle.
I'll go tattle later on. Then he's gonna email you and be like, "Hey man, so what the heck?"
So get your shit together, dude.
So why weren't you at the show and you had somebody else running it for you, but that someone else didn't have the correct information and I had to give it to him? Why?
Yeah, when our
I remember that was one of them. I remember I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
When
Full
Dan
circle
has more
back on the
information
cover.
than I do.
Yeah, I know. Right
Tour
back.
stories.
Yeah, back to this tour stories. But that's shit.
JP Dobbs. Oh, sorry, man. Go ahead.
No. You're good. As Amanda. What did
Oh
you
yeah, let's talk about shitty promoters some more. This is awesome.
Oh, we can go on. We can go on for that one.
Days.
JP
man.
Dobbs
We go
wanted to
for
know
days.
if there was a song that we're sick of playing pre-COVID.
Not really.
What was that
yeah, were there
song
any
for me
song-
for a long time, but we didn't play Pluff years straight, and now I'm cool with it again. So
Which song is it again?
the song Pluff,
Pla?
Yeah.
Oh.
What about throwing
because that's
down?
like the first song I ever learned.
That's
Like I
just me.
literally tried out for Psychostick with that song. We played it at every show for so long. I'm just like,
Can we just stop?
I don't know, like throwing down for me, the only reason I don't like it isn't the music side of it. It isn't like so much. It's just it was an angry song about an ex-girlfriend from a fucking millennia ago.
Yeah, a long
And-
time ago.
I'm not mad about it anymore, you know? I'm just
Yeah,
like,
so it's like, God, I gotta
yeah, I gotta
Yeah, like
sing
pretend
this
to be mad.
lyric.
fucking thing.
So,
You should just change the lyrics to it now.
yeah, talk about like my
Just-
favorite pancake topping or something.
Yeah, just something completely and throw everybody the fuck off and record it and post
Blueberries.
it.
Yeah.
Here's part 2. We're never playing part 1 ever again.
It was
Same music though. Same music.
for a while on tour. I had a hard time. There's 2 songs that have like the backup vocals that Josh and I sing that are really high up, and I had difficulty singing
Yeah.
like really long drawn out notes. So it's like whenever 2 Ton Paperweight and Sandwich would be like right next to each other,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of became a joke for a while. I was like, "Fuck!" It's like I'm looking on the set list, and Rob would be talking between songs or whatever, and I just fuck. It's like Sandwiches. God damn it! I was like, I love the song. It's just
It's like back to back. It's like
God.
a lot.
fucking shit. Happens to Alex every once in a while. I was like, hey, let's put 7 fast songs next to each other.
Just
So
back to back to back to back. It's fucking killing behind the kit. What's your favorite song to play live? Did we ask this question? I don't know if we did. Did I? I don't think so.
Galaxy song.
Galaxy?
We are the robots.
My favorite songs are the ones we just kind of come up with off the cuff, or when we do something like Pirate Orange.
Yeah.
That's usually when just to kind of mess with the formula and make things weird.
I like that.
I mean, there's not really. It's really hard to pick a favorite because it's like
Depends on your mood too.
I don't
Yeah.
know, it's so many variables there. I wish I had a better answer, but I kind of don't.
I always enjoy Minimum Rage. That's always like a
It's a good one.
cool. This song's next. Yeah.
There's a lot of catharsis in our songs. I've found that in that same
Wow,
respect that
songs.
we've all worked minimum wage jobs. So that's when that song hits, it's like, hey, remember that? Yeah, I do. That one, I still love 2 Ton Paperweight. I
It's all the way.
I had a shitty car for a while. That one still kicks it.
Oh, yeah. I've had tons of shitty cars. Never again.
I don't know.
God.
Try not to anyway.
You ever think about how much money you put into shitty cars, like repairs?
Oh yeah,
Oh my God, dude.
and trailers.
Oh, a trailer's worst.
Yeah, like
Trailer doesn't
our
even have an
van,
engine.
I had to take
Couple grand into it.
I had to take her van in because the Sprinters had a recall, and I had to take it in for that. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, your belts are kind of old, and
Oh
your
yeah.
glow plug something or other needs to be replaced." And
It just
and
keeps
here's how
going,
much it
right?
would cost. It was like, oh, $2,300 something to do.
Yeah.
That. Cool.
You came
So
in
that
for a free repair.
overhead, baby.
Yeah.
The joys of touring.
Dude. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's just part of it. Like anything with maintenance, you just got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Just
Especially with being in a band.
One place to another, there's a price.
There is gonna. Yeah, my dad's a mechanic, so like I grew up around cars, and every time I would go on tour with a friend's band or whatever, or if I was teaming a band, most of the time there would always be a day where the van breaks down, or something's going wrong with the van. There's some weird noises, and I would call my dad and just be like, "So the van is doing this, and it sounds like this. What the fuck is that?" And over the years, I would learn about certain things, and like, if it sounds like this, it could be this, or that.
Plug it back in.
Yeah. If it smells like this, if it smells like syrup, that means your radiator's probably leaking. And that I would, it's not like
syrup?
exactly
No,
like
that's
syrup, but it just has this distinct smell.
What kind of van?
Well, it's
maple syrup or
coolant. Maple from Canada, like Canada.
No, it's more of a strawberry syrup.
It's like more of a blueberry smell. No, the radiator fluid always has like a weird, like distinct smell. It's like a sweet.
It's very sweet. That's why animals try to eat it. It's not good for them.
No.
Does go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say how many times like that's absolutely happened to us where we'll make a Facebook post like something's wrong, we don't know what's going on, and then fans will be like, "Is it more of a zh or a clunkety clunk?" And it's like, "That's definitely more of a clunkety clunk."
It's a clunkety clunk.
Does the thing look like a butterfly or a crescent moon? And be like, "Oh, it's definitely a crescent moon." Okay, that's a reverse Adidas Urizen poster switch. I don't know.
Yeah,
learning the hard way.
Oh yeah.
If you're a musician, a guitarist or whatever, and you can work on engines, you'll be like the VIP of the tour.
They'll never kick you out.
You'll never. Yeah, you're the last person that will be kicked out of the band. You can be an asshole. You can go a long time being an asshole, and they probably won't kick you out because the next day when you got to fix something on the van, that entire band's very grateful that you're there. And they completely forget about how you blacked out the night before and cursed everyone out and got kicked out of the bar because you're fixing the van.
The second that Psychostick finds a mechanic masseuse that can cook, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I am so out of the band. That's it. I'm kicking rocks.
I'm leaving. You found this guy? Good.
You play bass? He's like, nope. He's like, you're in.
You're in.
Bye, Maddie.
Backtrack it.
No.
No. Yeah, Matt said, I'm a singer. I have AAA and I don't drink.
Good. You should start a band.
You should start a band. They remember Mike Minocker from the band The Last 10 Seconds of Life. He's a good friend of mine. He asked, I got to ask if they remember the Backyard Brawl tour weekend with Ender we did in New Jersey.
What year?
What year was
played
that?
1,200 shows.
That pulled about 7 paid all weekend. Wait, Psychostick was on it? It was like 2013, 2014?
Sounds like a memorable
Backyard Brawl tour. We didn't name that because that's totally not a thing.
You got to find this flyer, Mike.
Who headlined it?
Yeah, who headlined? Was it just one show? Or like
what
two
venue was it? Like, there's a lot of variables here.
2013, 2012.
Especially in New Jersey, because Jersey has had, we can't even count how many venues Jersey's had.
Yeah.
Championships or something?
Ender and 3
One was
shows.
Meat Locker.
And Psychostick were on those shows? God, you got to find that flyer.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know, man. I hate to say it, but
blacked out.
we've played so many shows.
Yeah, it's
we load up the trailer. We go to the first show, and I turn my brain off. I don't remember.
It was booked by someone who isn't anyone.
Do you remember like around what time it was? Like, was it February, August? Like,
Mike always
Josh
remembers
he would remember
something.
how many,
early
meals
summer.
I don't remember one.
To answer your question, no.
We don't remember.
Backyard Brawl?
Dude, Jersey
We should look
Rose.
on our
played
page.
shows where they like set up a wrestling rink and a bunch of sweaty drunk rednecks like rubbed
No,
on
I would
each other.
remember that though.
Yeah. Maddie would have
Wrestling
remembered
ring,
that for
I would absolutely
sure.
remember that. We had a few.
Go to the
Yes.
Psychostick tour page and look up the venue on there because we try to put as much information as possible. It's already
Was
well
it
documented.
championships?
It might have been. He said one
That
of the
looks like
shows
the
was
only-
Meat Locker. I'm pretty positive it was a
That sounds like a championships band.
Meat Locker was
yeah.
just like literally a basement.
Trenton, New Jersey. We played there
Champs.
twice. And we played Champs twice in 2013. It looks like those are the only New Jersey shows.
Oh yeah, you can look this all up. Wait, don't you have
Yeah,
that
those are the only two
spreadsheet too?
shows- Those were the only two shows.
Psychostick.com/tour. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see a link that says check out all of our past shows for some reason.
Tour.
Click on that and you'll get all of our past shows for some reason. And you can just
Holy
scroll through and find what
oh
you need.
yeah. Wow.
yeah, it's all there.
That's crazy.
You can thank Rob for that.
Or view all past shows at once. Oh Jesus Christ. Don't click that. Don't click that.
Flash your computer.
It's
That-
organized. It's not gonna blow your
Do you have
computer.
enough
I
RAM
know.
to load all those shows? That's what I want to know.
February 14, 2001, Boston's. It says
Yep.
closed.
First
Oh,
show.
First
Look
show.
at all these places that have closed, dude.
I think he just gave up doing that on venues. Is that?
Oh, Josh did
remember
all that. And yeah, that's.
Oh, Josh did that.
Wow.
Josh added the closed in asterisks for some reason.
Oh, probably a
Um,
long time ago, right?
Yeah. Hey, he stopped doing that years ago. So
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, wait, is this
he's
Google
got better
update
things to
this?
do now.
Yeah, I would think so. That's fucking hilarious. It was February 25th, 2011.
Oh, 2011.
God, 10, you want them to remember 10 years ago?
So easy.
It's so easy. Yeah, let me tell you about that show. Well, this happened.
February 2011. Let's see. Scrolling.
Man, that was a terrible time to be touring if in New Jersey.
Jersey? Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
What
freaking
were we
everything's
thinking?
frozen.
Yeah, everything is
God, it was-
frozen.
We're idiots.
February.
February 2011.
We don't have anything on here for February 2011. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I'm looking
The
now
other
too.
Psychostick, man.
You might
That
have
was
played
Steel
with
Panther,
Psycho
man.
Stork.
Psycho Stork. Is that who you
Cyclone Structure.
Cyclone Structure? Google doesn't remember it either. Mike,
Hey,
you
maybe you're just imagining things.
you thought it
The only,
you probably dreamt it. That's what happened.
the
Yeah.
only thing we played in that winter, because I do remember these two shows here, is Pops, is
Oh.
St. Louis and Kansas City
Yeah.
in January and February.
Okay.
And those were one-off shows with, hold on, wait for it. It was All That Remains, Hell Yeah, The Damned Things, and everybody's favorite, Buck Cherry.
Get the fuck out of here. It's
Like
like,
two shows with them for a Jägermeister music tour.
oh
And I
god,
broke
yeah.
an entire bottle of Jägermeister. 'Cause It was so cold that I put it in the van. And as soon as we got in the van, we turned it on, turned the heat on, and the heat cracked the Jägermeister and it exploded in the van. And there was Jägermeister all over the floor. Because that's why I remember those shows.
That's
I also
crazy.
grew up
Posted-
on those shows.
Doesn't have her name on
was
it.
still
so
new.
no-
Yeah, he psycho
He's
enhancer.
embarrassed. Psycho
Where-
enhancer.
Oh,
That's
it's a
a
different
band.
band.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah,
That's
we
okay.
weren't there
What the
then.
hell, Mike?
It's okay.
Fine, Maneker.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. It's fine. Like,
It's okay. Yeah, they're not mad.
It's not. We're not judging, man. It's fine. Like
Better
No,
than
we
the
hate
wires
you now.
crossed all the time.
You're
so-
an enemy now.
You're an enemy.
I
of
mean,
the
Alex
band.
hates you, but
You've
Hey,
done it
Maneker.
now.
we're
Yeah,
cool.
you pissed off
Hey,
Alex
Maneker.
now. You pissed him
Maneker,
off.
you're a crazy bitch.
Please don't sing that song. It will be stuck in
That
my
sounds
head
horrible.
for the rest of the fucking week, dude. It is
Oh, man.
terrible.
What a lineup.
Can't you get
Huh?
euthanized?
Oh my god!
Buck Cherry,
Please go away. Are
Which
they?
is funnier, that we played with Buck Cherry, or that like Hell Yeah and All That Remains and the Damn Things played with Buck Cherry? I don't know which one is funnier.
Yeah. Why was Buck Cherry on this? God.
That's
I
called
don't
a
think I
lead
know.
before the headliner
Headliner.
plays.
Yes. Yes.
But I was really surprised when we saw them because we played with them, and I was really surprised with like how much older they were than I thought they were because they were like
Even
they're kind
back
of a big
then.
band, you know. Buck Cherry's
Yeah.
a pretty big band, But these guys, they looked way older than I expected.
Drugs,
them
man.
to.
Drugs. Maybe.
That was the only time I've actually talked to Scott Ian was at that show.
He was cool. He was real cool.
I'll never
Really?
forget it.
I heard he's a really cool guy.
He was walking up, and I was walking down the hallway, and I was like, "Hey, man, do you know where the cafeteria is?" And he went, "Yeah." And he pointed. I was like, "Thanks." And
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Scott. Big fan. Later.
Thank you, Mr. Ian.
Thank you, Mr. Ian.
And we walked past. I remember walking past Vinnie Paul's dressing room, and it was just like, "Whoa, that's a lot of weed." Whoa.
Just smoke coming out of the bottom of the door.
That's pretty much what it was like.
Oh my god. No, JD has Buck Cherry's toured with the Stick. No, it was 2 shows.
Oh, 2 shows.
We played
Yeah,
2
it was,
shows.
a couple of Jaeger shows, I think.
Yeah,
if I
a couple
remember right.
Jägermeister shows.
January and
anymore.
February of 2011.
Wow, long time. 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago.
More than 10 years ago.
I
hard
know.
to believe.
Hell yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging today. This has been fucking a good time.
Thanks for having us.
I
Yeah,
know.
man.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'll come up to Chicago when it's safe to do that and everyone's good, and I'll make an appearance on your stream. I'll just
Yeah.
Oh, you're just inviting
pop
yourself
in.
up, huh?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on?
I'm gonna take Matty's
All right.
bass off and play for him.
Go for it.
I'll come with my own moose head hat. And
I'll be playing. What's that game you were playing?
Apex.
I'll play Apex. You play bass. Good switch.
Good switch.
No one
Just
in
don't
Psychostick
tell
are-
anybody. We just do it. You're on
Wow,
my
man.
you're on my Twitch playing Apex. I'm on
People are gonna be
Psychostick's
like-
Twitch playing bass.
Psychostick
Perfect.
fans gonna be like, Matty cut his beard and he's way more polite for some reason.
Just send us a house key.
Yeah, that's all.
Barge in.
Just barge right
Hang
in.
out with Bryce. He's gonna be like, oh fuck this guy again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. But let's see. Who should we go raid? Do you guys have any friends on?
Mm.
I mean, I
Look,
always like to ask
Friends?
my guests.
you don't have friends.
What are those? I have acquaintances. I mean, if you guys have somebody on, we can go raid them. That if you
Mike Leon is shredding right now.
Oh, is he on? How did I miss that? Oh, he is right there. Mike
Yeah,
Leon
go
is.
and raid him.
Should we go raid the Mike? The Mike Leon?
Yeah,
Talking
man,
about-
I love Mike.
He's got hair and tattoos. You have to.
Yeah, I mean that makes the most sense, right?
That's the only reasonable thing to do.
And you know, I really like Soulfly and Cavalera.
Oh, I know.
So maybe that has a little bit to do with it.
Maybe a little bit, right? I love Mike. He's a great fucking dude.
You know, he was on the last Igor record too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fucking
dude.
crazy.
And his other band, The Absence, is pretty fucking sick too. I don't know if you ever listened to him.
I'm not even mad that he's a Tampa Bay fan
No?
at all.
You're okay with it?
No, that guy's
The
fucking
city
awesome.
or the sport thing?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's like from Tampa Bay. Like,
Yeah, he lives in
that's
Tampa.
the perfect reason to be a fan of a
Yes.
sports team. It's like you live in that city. Like, well, duh.
You say so.
Oh shit. Well, guys, thank you so much again. Everybody here, thanks for stopping by. If you came over from the Psychostick stream, thanks for the follows. And Matt, thanks for those gifted subs, you sweetheart. I don't even know who you
Yeah,
are, but
fantastic.
you're a great dude. Thank you so much.
He's out in Albuquerque. We got to play a show for him.
We will. We'll get you guys to Albuquerque next month, I think, right?
Next decade.
Yep.
Next decade. We'll be there.
Tomorrow, we leave now. We can make it.
Yeah, we leave now. But anyway, again, thank you guys. Can't wait to see you sometime. Hopefully, definitely next year. You're playing some shows whether you like it or not. I'm gonna book them. You're just gonna show up and play them, and just take the money and shut up. Anyway, the countdown's now going for the raid. We're gonna go raid Mike Leon from Soulfly. Thank you guys.
Thank
Thank you,
Later,
man.
everyone.
Appreciate it.
All right, awesome. There we go. It went over.